All right, let's get into it. Episode 34. That's fucking crazy. In between turns or something, I'm gonna look up what the previous longest one was. Because it would have been well, Nix, you were in it. It would have been the Dragon Queen one.
I feel like it was a lot longer than 30, but I could be
I
wrong.
feel like it was around 30, right?
I can look right now. Go ahead.
Okay. It was 37 because Horde of the Dragon Queen was 21, Rise of Tiamat was 16, so 37. So we're close. We're at 34.
Yeah.
That's not too far off. Well, some of our sessions have gone long. We've had some fucking long ones.
True.
All right. So, bringing it in from last time. You guys fresh off your kills on Triaxis, you left that planet, and your victory is behind. And, you're back out in the fucking galaxy, free from at least Edge Core control, but Golden League still hunting you guys, and you've racked up a few enemies along the way. So you tried to get some quick jobs in. You hit a job over on Centis 2, this shrouded, heavy gravity, toxic fog planet. Met up with your contact Kishval there, who managed a mine. You guys got some just crates and crates of various high-end metals and ores. Turned out this person was a big fan of your guys, tried to get a selfie and whatnot, and on the way out, you guys were attempted to be waylaid by a couple of down-on-their-luck miners. They're desperate for money for their families. There's Rocco, Dravis, Malgrin, this Yosoki human and dwarf. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking of that song during the last session. Ugh, stuck in my head. But you guys pretty much talked down with some footage of how badly you killed a bunch of pirates, these three, semi-decommissioned mining vessels, and they were like, yeah, fuck this, we're out. But as you guys made your way out of this kind of routine delivery mission, you needed to bring what you'd gathered to Ori. That's O-R-R-Y. This was a kind of shattered planet. This is a planet that, by all normal physical logic, should have kind of shattered apart and drifted off into the cosmos. But instead, these huge chunks of the planet's crust, each lush with various biomes and life, have begun to orbit this weird sphere of dark energy in the middle of where the original planet was. You guys made your way closer. You approached the main orbital landing pad, Harmony 1, which, automated informed you guys that the next landing request, if you guys followed by the book, would be about 4 months from now. You guys were quick to be like, nope, fuck that, we're not going to do that, and risked the varying eddies of gravitational anomalies that surround this planet. But some fucking excellent piloting, you guys touched down to meet Elby. Elby is a Fentomite, one of the people that live on this planet. I can... Woo, excuse me. There we go. Couldn't find him for a second. They almost remind me of the people from Mass Effect. Oh my god, what are they called?
Yeah, sorry.
No. Oh my god, I have the hiccups so bad. The one from the previous race.
Oh, Protheans.
Yeah, there you go. The Protheans.
Alright, yeah, I see it. I'll buy it.
Shout out to the Protheans.
I don't see it.
I cannot wait till they make a new Mass Effect. Apparently it's in the works now. But...
I still need to finish them remastered.
Oh yeah, I got halfway through, then it kind of fell off.
I've only played it 8 times before.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's probably why I was so excited. Then I got halfway through 2, and I was like, there's so much more to go. But you guys are trying to meet Elby. Elby had, you realized too late, tried to kind of sign to you guys that something was amiss before you landed. unfortunately, you guys are not able to pick up on that kind of till it's too late. And when you went to meet her in this clearing, rocks, rubble drifting around, the weird gravitational effects, you all were immediately jumped by some hitmen from the Golden League. You guys would recall you'd learned about them before thanks to James Wilco's like previous bounty hunting experience. It was a bunch of June assassins, skilled with sniper rifles, shuriken. All of their weapons can turn into tattoos. Pretty baller.
Eating motherfuckers.
You guys could take their tattoo guns if you want. I don't
Want their
think they're
tattoo guns. Want their D8s on Trick Attack.
No, they're mine. After a rather hectic battle, a lot of damage dealt, but some excellent counter crits from you guys, you were able to kill all 4 June as LB kind of just cowered in the forest nearby. You did get XP last time. I'm going to drop what these ones had in the chat.
I'll take care of the loot list once my cat jumps off my lap.
I'm trying to, like, get rid of all the weird lettering before I hit enter that's like, this was from this book. Because it just makes it more confusing. Like, you guys don't need to know what book they added fucking tattoo guns in. Okay, so all of that times 4. So we just looking at credits, 16,000 credits.
Nice. So $4,000 for each of those.
They also have some sneak serum of enhancements. Could be big. James, that's part of why they were rolling. They rolled high enough to get this sneak round on you guys, by the way. They had all taken previous enhancements. Hell yeah.
So, 16,000 credits off of the lot.
Yeah, we each get 4,000.
Yeah, that's the combined. You'd each get 4.
Okay.
I will say, as you guys are stripping the bodies before we do anything else, I think you would also pretty easily, this isn't like hidden, the assassins have a dossier basically detailing just you 4. Like, your guys' known aliases, your starship, suspected touchdowns where your starship had been previously. Just so much information that they've clearly been trying to accrue for a very long time.
I want to read my notes.
Oh,
what are they saying?
Think, like, well, a lot of this information was given to them by the League. I think the assassins would have, like, made their own notes to the side. And I think next to yours is a lot of, like, you can tell they're like, okay, we gotta watch out for the sniper. James Wilco will probably be in the back. If we can clear the others, we'll probably be able to just rush him and take him out in the end. Just try to keep cover from him in the meantime. And you kind of, like, read through them, and you get the sense that there is this, like, professional interest in you as, like, a fellow, like, bounty hunter sniper. And I think honestly, give me a sense motive check as you read through all their notes on James.
Fan club.
I think it less of, on a 31, less of a fan club moment, more that, like, they're probably a little bit jealous because you're kind of off doing this freelance thing, and, like, yeah, they make good money being, like, dedicated Golden League people, but, like, if they do anything wrong, the Golden League's just gonna kill them. So I think there was this sense of, like, we really want to stomp this guy out at the end, up close and personal, because we don't like how James, like, how his life is. Yeah, notes on Scorpio, smells like peanut butter. I think worryingly enough on...
It's canon now.
Well, it's canon now. I think we'll go through a couple, like, other details of probably your different folders. I think on Scorpios, there's no location, but there are notes on both your dalliance with Dizzy, as well as Show.
And it's like seeing Show mentioned, he'll just start scrolling, like, feverishly through it, seeing, like, any other notes. Because he basically wants to see, like, are they targeting her directly?
I think you would. We'll keep the same sense motive check. I assume we'll say like James is kind of helping you guys go through each file. They're not directly targeting Show right now. This was more like, okay, if we need to, this is kind of in our back pocket here. But no one seems to be like actively stalking Show right now.
All right.
Notably, I mean, like your comms have been secure enough. Like they don't have any records of like super recent, your most recent interactions with Show. It's stuff like from when you met up and like freed her before and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Plot twist: Show has been the secret villain all along.
Show is just the drow princeling in disguise.
End of the
No.
campaign, she's like walking down the street, sort of like with a limp, and then she just starts walking normally.
I will say, dude, one of the most satisfying reveals I ever did as a GM was I DM'd the same game for 3 years in college. It was basically like 3 campaigns that fed into each other. And one of my players, we set it up years in advance. He basically was the final boss of the last campaign. And they had no idea when it dropped. Basically, like, the final thing that they did, they've been, like, trying to, footnote it. Basically, they, like, big revolution happens in the city. They finally make it to this king they think is a corrupt asshole. King is just an old fucking man, has, like, 3 class levels and aristocrat. Like, no skills whatsoever. And the sorcerer just walks up and just stabs him in the gut and kills him instantly. And they were just like, what the actual fuck? But it turned out the sorcerer had stashed a magic item that I homebrewed, which let him... He was a draconic bloodline sorcerer from Pathfinder 1E. The magic item basically let him suppress his elven side and become like a half-dragon for the duration of the fight, as well as giving him certain spell boosts. Yeah, they had no idea. Very close fight. Literally the only player left was the PC's Scald, who was only alive because he was raging and it was keeping him up.
Jesus.
Everyone else was like full dead, and he had to like gradually get them back.
Whew.
Did he have to like drink a health potion just to like not die after the rage ended?
Yeah, he basically had. Well, he didn't have any left on him, so like the rage lasted just long enough that after the big bad was dead, he like ran over to the paladin's corpse and like took her last healing potion, like chugged it immediately.
I love it. It was like he runs over to like the paladin, wakes them up, collapses dead, and the paladin has to like then heal them.
Pretty much. I mean, brilliant use of his spell abilities. Scalds get spell kenning, which you can use once per day. You can cast a spell from any list. Just if you have that spell list, like that spell level available, you can cast it. Wizard, sorcerer, cleric, doesn't matter. Scalds can do it. Immediately turned himself into like a primordial crystal dragon, like round 1 of the fight. Fucking outstanding play. I was like, I brought like a ton of minis to the final fight because like I don't know what kind of fucked up tricks they're gonna pull on me, and I was like, Brian, I don't have a fucking crystal primordial dragon. Like I don't have this on me.
It's funnier when you don't tell the DM what you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, I know, it was great. I don't think I knew how spell kenning worked. I don't think the other players appreciated it. There's a lot of Pathfinder 1E spells. I had some ideas.
There are
other
so
shit.
many. There are so many
Like,
1E.
I thought he was gonna pull some cleric shit, and then he did that round 1. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're a raging fucking crystal dragon. All right, lunacy.
For me, nothing will ever beat Arcanist bringing counterspell into Pathfinder. Bringing 5E's counterspell into Pathfinder.
That's deeply funny. Sorry, so we got that stuff about Show. I think Refine. There's a lot of talk, honestly. I think they're like, Refine probably doesn't need to die right away. And I think that's, they kind of fucked that up because they didn't realize you could be interfering with the battle so much. But there's definitely more of a sense from the Golden League that they see you as more of like a digital threat. And I will say
It's all the robot.
of the 4 of you, I think Refine is probably the only one that has like a optional kill tag on her. And I think on a
That's
third
really
one,
funny.
Refine, I think you realize pretty quickly, Refine, like, oh, like even though you're not a people person, like this is optional because the Golden League wouldn't be opposed to having someone who disgraces fucking CEOs of companies with their tech skills.
That's phenomenal.
And then Shaw.
I can
think-
only imagine the amount of hate mail that's on mine.
I mean, I think as you might imagine from how they opened the fight, they really want to try to kill you in an opening flurry if they could. Like, they were like, I'm kind of flavoring some of the crits as them being like, we got to really focus up on that big dude in front. He has too much tanking ability that we can't allow. I think there's also a lot of notes. There's definitely, I mean, there's hate on all of you guys. Like, the people, like, you know, the fucking interns for the Golden League that put these dossiers together for Sinjin. Lots of hate for all of you. I think there is some worry about Shaw being, like, a previous military asset. And, like, the knowledge that might come with that. But I think on all of you guys, it's very clear that this is perhaps more detail than the League has put into killing someone, maybe in years. Like, they are considering you guys a very, like, real threat to their ongoing operations. Or at the very least, the ongoing operations of the faction led by Sinjin. There are other factions in the galaxy, but still.
I just saw Boss's note on Refine.
Change your passwords. Yeah. So I think with that, you guys hear a rustle in the trees nearby. She, I think, takes the time to, like, it's me. Don't shoot. But LB's gonna come back into the clearing, like, with her hands up. What do you guys do?
Yeah, Scorpio will holster his weapons and just walk over to her. Shaya, you alright?
I'm all right. Look, I didn't want this. They said they'd kill me if I didn't play along with the scenario. I tried to give you guys a warning, but I don't think it got through.
It didn't, but nevertheless, we don't worry about it. Appreciate the gesture. Shaw winces, and I'm going to activate the overcharge on my nanites as a full round action, so I get fast healing 3 for a minute.
More importantly, you
slowly moons ceiling in front of her. Sorry, continue, James.
More importantly, you do have the money to buy the lots, right?
Yeah, that's the important question.
She's like, yeah, I have, you know, plenty of material to offer. Basically, she offers, like, build points. She's like, well, I'm happy to pay this. We gotta, but I need you to know, when the Jun came down in their starship, there were a lot more of them. There, at least a dozen.
Oh, hell.
They seemed to know that you'd come to Ori. They didn't know where. They told me if I didn't play along, like I said, they'd kill me. A few of them took up positions, as you saw. The rest left in the ship. I think they're still looking for you. I don't know where they are, but they'll be back.
Let's get this offloaded. If all you, I mean, I go ahead.
I think it'd be better to all go back to our ship and go from there. I mean, I take it, LB, you don't have your ship or your base nearby, do you?
She would tell you, she's like, I mean, my ship is nearby. They've kept me trapped here for a bit. I don't know if it's operational or if they, like, you know, cut the drives. I'm not sure.
Do you know where they landed? Or you said they took off again?
I mean, they took off again, but look, with the distortions around Ori, It's gonna be fucking hard to find them.
It's odd enough just to fly around here.
I mean, on the flip side, they probably don't know that you're here. My guess is if they're trying to do a full survey without their ship being crushed in the gravity wells, they would be gone at least 8 hours, and they left a couple hours ago. Maybe 6 left.
Shaw looks over. Problem is then, if we leave the cargo here in Vamoose, they'll kill you anyway, because if they'll know we were here, made the delivery, and bounced. And then they'll keep hunting us.
Yeah, I think best scenario is just come with us. We'll go back to our ship and then take it from there.
Yeah. Shaw thinks.
If
Perhaps we can lay a trap for them, turn the tables.
if she so much as goes near the engine room, she dies.
You say that like in helmet comms?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. She doesn't seem to pick up on it.
And then at some point, whatever we do next, I will take a burn a resolve point and take a 10-minute rest to recover my toughness.
I guess I will as well.
Okay, we can say you're like 10-minute rest as you're kind of like walking back into the. You know,
We can
ship.
bring the cargo in our. We have our transport truck nearby.
Yeah, you got your truck.
Do we have a
Oh.
gun on that thing?
Not yet, but we
Not
can
yet.
install one.
You can put one on. There's hard points for it. She, as you guys are kind of walking back, she's like, "Look, I was hoping to buy, 4 BP per lot."
Do we just want BP, or do we actually want some credits out of this? Because I do actually want some credits.
I think we were hoping for credits.
Because I think we each had to we ponied up some credits ourselves first.
Yeah,
And
'cause we didn't have
basically
any-
would be multiplied by 2,000 as the credit, so that would be. She's paying 4 per
8,000
lot.
BP.
It's
it's
20.
new.
We have 24 lots in total, Ben. I think you said,
Or-
or is it 8
I
lots?
think it's 8 lots.
I think the total we had negotiated before we landed was I looked at the video, was 72,000.
70,000
credits
even,
worth?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that would be.
That'd be
I mean,
35
basically-
BP.
Yeah. She's basically what she was offering just now is that it's basically the BP equivalent of like 70,000.
Okay.
Yeah. If she doesn't have the cash, then I think we can take the BP. We could either exchange it later. On the upside, on the flip side, Buzz, you and I were talking about potential upgrades to the ship. We could probably do some stuff with it.
Yeah, I really want to save up for that upgrade.
Yeah. Well, perhaps if we take them down when they come back, we can. We got some loot and stuff from them. Perhaps we take the opportunity to do some hunting of our own.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, again, if we don't deal with this now, they'll kill Miss Elby here, and then they'll keep hunting us regardless of where. Regardless, I'd rather deal with the problem more immediately if we can.
Mhm.
Ideally, ship to ship. You said there was a dozen of them. I don't particularly fancy that fight on foot.
Oh, is that a dozen minus what we just fought?
I would assume so. Is
But,
Ben,
I'm asking LP.
It does. I mean, that means there's 8 more potentially. 8 more
Right.
assassins.
I don't fancy that fight on the ground.
Well, I think they must have split up. They're not just in one big group.
It sounds like they're all on their
It
ship.
sounds like they've got a ship.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to fight them
If we can
in
fight,
space.
if we can fight them ship to ship, I like our chances a lot better than fighting 8 of them on the ground.
I do have a potential suggestion though.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember how there's a 4-month waiting line?
Mm-hmm.
Do we think the assassins sat in the 4-month waiting line? Or are they flying their ship around in a place they're very much not supposed to be?
Well, we know that they're flying around. That's what she was saying.
Right.
But they're in orbit, not.
Yeah,
They're
unauthorized.
in atmosphere.
Yeah, they're in atmosphere.
Exactly.
Sorry. not. I think
So-
the guards are looking in orbit, not in atmosphere. Because if you're already on the planet, you're past like the danger field, and I don't think they're gonna like try to chase people down. No,
Okay.
they'll probably chase them if they leave.
Then calling the whatever group runs the planet is probably not an option.
Yeah, you think unlikely that it would help?
That's also liable to backfire on us as well.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I think we can survive in the tuna.
Yeah.
Didn't we just upgrade it? Its weapons.
We did it with the Brick Anderslug's place. So yeah, the upgrade we just did to it was the twin particle cannons and stuff. We haven't done it. We haven't done the other stuff we were talking about with like the Gatling gun and stuff. But you each have a Gatling gun now, or each have a particle cannon. Sorry, my brain. I'm tired.
Aren't the particle cannons twinned?
We haven't done that yet. We didn't have any build points to do that. They're on separate mounts. You each have one at the moment.
Okay, and the turret has the particle and the laser net.
Yeah, the turret has one of the particle guns and the laser net on it. The other particle gun is on the forward mount.
And the forward mount has a nuke launcher or the minigun?
Neither. We could put either of them on. We were talking about it. We hadn't had the build points to do it yet.
Right.
Now, currently our complete armament is the 2 persistent particle beams and the heavy laser net, which seemed to do the job the last time we used them. But yeah, if she doesn't have the credits, then I won't say no to the BP. But I don't think Ben being where we're at, I don't think we're gonna have time to make any upgrades before they come back looking for us.
Seems unlikely.
No,
There's not really.
I would just.
Here.
Yeah, I was just wondering what our current loadout was.
Nah, it's still the same as what we did when we took on the Neverhome.
Yeah. For some strange reason, after I lost all that blood out of my head, my memory's been very fuzzy from the past few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Past month.
Crazy.
Actually.
Shocking.
So should we get back to the ship?
Yeah, we can go back there for now.
Yeah, I'm
And
going to
then-
scout out ahead a little bit, see if I can try to find some obvious sniper setups that they would set up in.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you can avoid getting ambushed again.
Yeah.
I'd sneak on ahead like maybe 100 feet just to scout ahead of the truck.
So you guys take the truck back. You also mark down you do finish your short rest. Obviously, or short rest, 10-minute rest.
Which again triggers my regenerative blood. Ben, I am with that and the fast healing. I am back up to 80 of my 90 hit points
Let's
again.
go. She'll basically she's like, look, I can offer this payment if you could leave the crates. And she like designates like a different drop zone basically, and she's like, my enclave will come take them, but I don't really want to bring any death to our door by bringing you closer.
Understandable.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
And I pull out a clipboard and just go, okay, just sign here, here, and here. Initial here.
He's like, oh, of course. Oh, yep. Initials there. They don't puts the date. Yeah, I mean, she basically offers that it basically 5 BP per lot or whatever, but then boils down to essentially 70,000 credits as the
72,000 credits.
72, sure. The value is variable. There's no official value for BP to credits.
Okay. All right. So 72,000. So we are getting at the credit value for it then.
We'll say
Or
yeah. I say you guys can just take the credit value.
We can
Okay.
just buy BP if we need them.
But
Yeah, I think whatever. I think our
well, that'll make it easier to keep track of.
yeah, and then I think for our next job we can like our next job I wouldn't mind getting some BP, but yeah, I know we all have different upgrades we're working on right now.
Gotta get them guns.
I'm just gonna. It's 18,000
18, yeah.
each.
Yep.
So-
Yes.
And I'll contribute to like stuff we buy. I'm still like 50,000 credits off from what I want.
I can't buy the stuff that I want because I need to be somewhere where I can get physical stuff, but once
Yeah,
we're
just
in a place where that stuff can be purchased, then I will.
Okay. Suspicious, but okay.
Ben, I'm
You
saving
already know
towards
the big purchase I'm making, Ben.
Yeah, that's true.
and you know what I'm saving towards as well.
All right.
I can't get at this level, but gotta have the credits for it.
All right. So, I mean, it's basically what you said is you guys have like 6 hours. It seems like if you drop these offers, gives you the payment, you guys are probably good to just leave without dealing with the Jun.
Are they gonna be okay with these people still around if we just bamf out? Are they gonna?
She tells you like if their enclave that needs these building materials is pretty fucking well hidden. If you want to give me a diplomacy check, you try to fit like, or if you want to try to learn more about that.
What's your culture?
I think it would less
yeah.
be culture because there's not a lot of really. Well, I guess it would reveal some different details. Yeah, dealer's choice.
I take it you're asking Wilco.
Yeah, yeah, I would, yeah, I would, because my culture is pants.
You want culture or diplomacy?
Whichever's better. Honestly, let's say
I
diplomacy.
would say
since
they'll probably
either way.
reveal like different things.
Okay.
Okay, a 30 for culture. I'm gonna say, James, a couple of things jump into mind here. There's not really like a planetary culture as such anymore. Like, this planet was shattered uncountable years ago. Like, this is an old reality that this planet's been living with. Elby and her enclave are probably like moved here, you know, compared to that relatively recently. This planet has a lot of odd goings on, and it wouldn't surprise you if like she is being tight-lipped, because there have been lots of weird hidden projects. Like, companies have been known to do stuff here, rogue wizards. Like, there have been different hidden agendas on this planet because it's a good place to hide with all the strange gravity traffic. I would say without getting more out of her, like, you might assume that's not like they might be up to something. I think you would need more direct information from her to figure out what they might be doing.
So sorry. Would I be able to roll the diplomacy to try and figure that out, or would?
I think
Actually-
you like research it, you know, on your data pad or whatever. You come to these conclusions. Do you think that Wilco would then broach that subject with her?
I feel like Wilco's the kind of person who's rude enough to pry into someone's business.
Sure. How would you phrase it?
So, what you doing here?
Give me a diplomacy check. And say it's a hard DC with just the nonchalance of that statement. It's like, oh, what are you up to? I think she hesitates briefly, and LB still seeming a bit tight-lipped, but she's like, look, you saved me from a pretty fucking impossible situation, and you're getting us a lot of materials that we need. My enclave... Well, our commune believed that we could hold the key to securing Ori's future. We're investigating ruins and relics of the ancient past. And as you hear that, it starts to click, because on that culture check, it's like, oh, it's actually illegal on this planet to either rebuild a relic or like research ancient relics, because it's widely assumed that old technology, these old relics, caused the shattering of Ori. Now, it doesn't sound like she's trying to, like, break planets or, like, as some crazy despot. But, like, they're hiding very well because they're working with illegal, potentially extremely dangerous relics.
Does that sound profitable? At all?
I think you would think, like, unless they have some sort of working relic that can shatter planets, probably not very profitable. Especially because I think you would find it doubtful that they, like, they're probably not focusing on the relics that shatter the planet. They're trying to do something with this tech.
If her message is more positive, it sounds like they're trying to focus more on either reconstruction or otherwise maybe stabilizing it or something of that sort.
Could be. But you would know that it is highly illegal. And there's always potential profit in these illegal ventures, but I don't think it would strike you as something that's incredibly profitable. What were you saying, Refine?
I was just gonna say, I'm not sure, like, it's on us to judge other people for what they're doing.
Facts.
Oh, no. I was just seeing if it was profitable so I could, like, invest in it and get a return.
Oh, true. Could we invest in it?
It's not profitable, so I don't care.
Oh, that's fair.
I think even if you offered, she'd be like, I don't really know what we would get back. Like, we don't know what we would even give you.
That's fair.
Like, as soon as she starts talking about, like, rebuilding the planet and helping people, I just eyes glaze over, stop paying attention.
This is why you have the dark. This is why you have the dark helmet, so you can't see when you roll your eyes at people.
All right. So you guys bang out of there, or try anything else?
I think Shaw is. If she thinks they'll be all right, then I think yeah, I'd rather not stick around to fight another 8 of those.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Although I don't really know. We don't really have a job or anything lined up. I don't really know where to go next, other than maybe just drift in the diaspora for a bit.
I mean, I want to go buy some things.
I might keep. Maybe we keep an eye out for these assassins and nip it in the bud while they're here.
If we can catch them in orbit, I like our chances taking them ship to ship. I would ask, actually, Miss LB, what? Can you describe this ship? Was it about the same size as ours? Bigger?
She'll just tell you, she's like, oh, it was a Brevak Vermalance.
Do I know what that is?
Give me a piloting check.
Hopefully.
A large Vermalith ship. You would know that this is one of the organic ships. It's basically made from the repurposed corpses of Vermaliths. You guys remember that those are those massive rock-eating organisms, like rock-eating space worms. As such, they have some pretty tough armor plating. Their spine is... It's literally a creature, so they have like an articulated spine down the back of the ship, which makes their piloting stunts way easier compared to a regular ship frame.
I remember how agile they were when we were in the asteroid field.
Apart from that, you would think a Brevik Vermalance should be pretty geared up on weapons. Likely at least one in every arc, and one, maybe 2 turrets.
Yeesh. Alright. A destroyer class, but a heavily armed one.
You think that, I mean, it is only large size. Like, it's still smaller than a destroyer would be, but like...
I think destroyers are large size.
Are they large? Oh, I thought they were huge for some reason.
No, they're large.
I mean, there's no, like, planet-killing weapon or anything like that, but...
It's not a capital ship, is the main thing.
Ship. I think you could take it, would be Shaw's assessment. Not going to be, like, an easy take. Certainly they're better... They would be harder... A lot harder to take down than the last ship you killed.
So long as they don't have a capital weapon, I think we're good.
All right.
Try it.
Well, here's a. It's.
Because
That's
they're gonna
that sounds like the DM thing saying that you could certainly try. I don't know. I don't.
I mean, I don't think it would gain you anything necessarily, but
here's the thing, Shaw, is as long as they don't have a capital weapon, our ship's pretty fucking badass. If we can catch them with their pants down, get catch them in a bad position, like.
If we can do an ambush, then honestly I like our chances piloting in these gravity waves better than, although their ship's more maneuverable.
And here's the thing: they're still going to come after us either way. Do we want to wait for us to be in a bad spot and then have them come after us?
Shaw thinks about that for a second. I still feel like, see if we can't lay a trap for them somewhere. Because yeah, I agree we have to deal with this. I don't necessarily want to fight them in this terrain, so to speak. This is going to be this is an area where if they've got the more agile ship, that actually favors them, and one slip up and we're toast. I'd rather. Go ahead.
Do you think it'd be a good idea, because we took all of their associates' shit? I think it'd be a good idea to send out a distress beacon saying, we boarded their ship, we have them on the ropes, we need reinforcements now, kind of a thing. And then maybe they try to board our ship, and then as soon as they do, we just open up fire on them.
I don't want it to. Yeah, I think we. I think we better. I'm not a fan of taking them on the ground. That's we got beat up real bad just dealing with 4 of them. Yeah, they had an ambush.
Don't we have countermeasures on board, like turrets or something?
No.
We've had that. That was the issue we had before when stuff started waking up in the cargo bay.
Yeah, if we're gonna take them, I think that if we want to take them on the ground, we should buy some upgrades first. If we want to take them on the ship, we should fly away and find a point in space where we want to ambush them.
Yeah, do we try to disable the ship? Because otherwise there won't be any rewards. Do we try to force them to surrender?
They won't surrender. They know if they do, the Golden League kills them. They'll die either way. I think we bounce out for now. I think
my problem is either way, even if we don't get a reward, they're still coming after us, and they're not going to wait until we're ready for them. They're going to find the best opportunity to. Given that we just killed 4 of their members, they're not just going to run in suicidally again.
But even if we kill the other 8, that's not going to be the Golden League coming after us.
I agree.
But this is a group that will be following us.
And they are Golden League. They are contract bound to.
All 8 are going to be on their ship. So if we manage to kill them, that's that threat taken care of.
Yeah, but
you would know
it's
that
going to
there
be
are more
hard
June
to.
assassins than this shipload. Just so you know.
Yes, but these June assassins are right after us, though.
Yeah.
What
fair.
do we get? It's going to be hard to take them in this place if they have a more maneuverable ship. That's.
Do we know that they have the more maneuverable ship?
Well, that's what he just said. It's because it's one of the Vermalith ships. He just said that the spine allows them to be more agile even than ours is.
It basically,
how durable
on a
is their ship?
mechanical level,
He said it's very well armored.
Yeah. On a mechanical
What about
level, they
armaments?
basically reduce all DCs to piloting stunts.
No. What about their armaments?
He just said that he said they have weapons in every quadrant and multiple turret weapons.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think we bounce. For now, and then if there's an opportunity to ambush them, I think we do. But I think we just need to maybe hit a couple different points in the drift, cover our tracks as best we can. Because if there's going to be others coming after us anyway, there's going to be more of a fight. I think there's going to be a fight we don't necessarily want if we can help it. I think we could beat them. I don't necessarily want to put the tuna through a punishing trial if we can help it. There'll be time enough where we have to do it. Let's get out of here.
Alright, give me one last piloting check to break orbit on Ori.
Alright. Boz, would you be willing to give me an assist on this one?
Boz.
I can give an assist if you want.
Yeah, just the +2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
43.
Well, I do not assist.
Come on, Refine. What are you doing? It's the first roll. Come on now.
Go back to the ship. I shoo you away.
Refine, you're tired.
And she's too busy trying to clean the peanut butter out of the engine room.
So fucking crazy. Okay.
I told you I was
It has
hungry.
been an ongoing
You guys-
task
I need my
since we
I need
left
my protein.
Triaxis. Huge issue. Starting to attract vermin too.
Scorpio has been banned from the engine room.
One of the
It's
other
like I try to go in there and I just see SB there. It's like, oh, okay, and then just turn around.
Pistol out.
I will say one thing we do need to find is some more healing serums. I think we're pretty well gone through our inventory at this point. I don't know if we have any UPBs left, but
Thankfully,
I'm
it
not
looks
sure
like we
of.
picked up a couple Mark IIIs from that last encounter, so it's something.
did they have some?
Yep.
Oh,
it's
so
like-
they did. Each
Yeah,
one.
they
Oh,
had,
each one of them
they
had two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that tops us up a little bit on that.
Actually, I think we got 7 because one of them burned one. I remember one of them healed up in the middle
Oh
of the
yes,
fight.
one did burn one. That's right. I forgot about that. So 7.
Well, but that lets us go to kind of what we did before the Eshovaya fight. We can give 3 to SB. Scorpio, you and I can each take 2. That way we can each look after our own healing, and then SB can play medic.
All right.
Yeah.
Because that's worked very well so far.
All right. I will
Alright,
say
I've
you
already
guys
got
are
one.
kinda also waiting to hear again from Tarika. While you're doing that, if you guys want to do a downtime activity, each of you.
I was thinking also if we could maybe find a shipyard. Although no, we took credits. Never mind. I was gonna see if we could use our build points, but we already have credits. Never mind.
It could be
If
presumed that
we
during this
could-
downtime you also can hit some shopping spots.
All right. So
I will. There is examples of downtime activities. I can post it again. Stuff like carouse, drilling, entertaining, that kind of stuff. But you could also throw out ideas to me as well.
All right. So I did go ahead and add those 2 Mark III healing serums to me. I had one already, so that puts 3 in my inventory. So that should do me for a while.
I need to do
Let me go
my
ahead and look up
shopping
here. I think my armor is good for now since I picked up that Estex suit. So that should do. Let me see if there's any any new weapons I might want.
Let me see. Ben, the custom suit I think we talked about would run me about 50,000. So I'm gonna try and save my money for now. I think. Let me check and see if there's anything else I need though.
Roger that.
Ooh, I could pick up a elite skip shot pistol, and critical gets 3d6 bleed on that.
Whoo!
Ouch. Also,
It's a hell of a bullet.
Scorpio, another one you might want to look at is a Red Star Plasma Sword if you want. With 4d8 damage per slash.
Ooh. That's a fucking good sword.
I am getting, I think, 3 different augmentations, one of which is finally a personal upgrade.
What?
And also, I'll go unless
I kid.
unless anybody wants any of their stuff, we can sell. I'll categorize all the stuff we picked up from the assassins, and we can sell off their things too.
I might get 2 personal upgrades.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, do I have the money for it? I do have the money for
How
it.
close was it? Like, is that all your money to get 2?
No, I've still got about 9,000 credits left.
Because remember, I think you
I
can
had a
only
lot of
get
credits.
1 of each tier. You can't get 2 of the same tier.
I know.
Okay.
I'm getting 2 personal upgrades, a biotech thing, and another species graft.
God, just fucking mod it out to the gills.
Yeah.
Go get
I
go
now
get
have
gills
the
as well.
No, that's fine. I don't need them. I can breathe.
Yeah. So Ben, for the custom suit of power armor would be 50,000. I can't use it till next level anyway. But I don't have the money for it yet. But I think I don't know if there's a look at the downtime rules, but I think Shaw would start working with Wilco and Refine, actually, and Scorpio if he wants to be involved in. I think he's got an idea for a suit of power armor now that he's starting to learn to become proficient with it. So when I hit it at next level, and then maybe I'd be willing to talk with Mr. Wilco's contact if he'd be willing to help fabricate it.
Oh, okay. I thought originally you guys were going to train together. There's a coordinate one. Let's see.
Sorry, what? Fabricate what?
I'm working on so for when I
suit of
become
power
suit of power armor for when I become proficient with it next level.
Trying to get your contacts to help, basically.
Yeah, I have an idea. So it's a cost
is
50,000.
shopping all that we can do during downtime?
No, there's I put a list to different options. Or links.
No, I
sorry.
mean, like, can we do anything besides shopping, or can we only do, like,
shopping's
one thing
just gonna
which is
happen.
shopping?
I'm gonna say you can do
Okay.
shopping and then do one downtime activity. Technically, some of them only take
All
like a
right,
day, but we're gonna simplify and say each person can do one downtime activity.
I will figure that out once I get my stuff typed in.
All right.
Um,
Wilco, one of them is invest. If you want to invest your fucking credits.
I was gonna say, can we get more nerds?
I was looking into it, into an investing. It's
Invest
just kind of just
is a percentage one.
they call it invest. They mean gamble.
I would say if you invest specifically in the scientists you bankrolled before, I'd let you roll the D100 with advantage.
Ooh, I don't have any profession skills, so I wouldn't be able to add to that, or would I add like life science, physical science, anything to that?
Let me see. So D percentage.
Is he normally-
Oh yeah, add your
you
ranks
normal-
and one relevant profession skill. I'd say, because you were a bounty hunter. You didn't take profession bounty hunter, right?
I did.
You did or did not?
I did. I just don't think it's relevant to scientists.
That's true. I'd say if you want to add adding your ranks. I'd say you could add your ranks in culture.
Okay, so all of them.
Yeah, I would say probably that one.
I'll just roll to. The question is, how much do I? How much am I gambling here, guys?
You can choose to invest an amount between 1,000 and 100,000 credits.
I have 27,000 credits right now.
Sounds like you should invest
You're saving up for
26,999
something.
credits.
Invest however much you feel comfortable with.
I say much
Alright,
like
I have my-
actual
I'm go-
gambling, only put in as much as you think you can afford to lose.
Exactly.
I'm going to invest 25,000.
Yeah. All right. Roll with advantage,
Whatever-
and then we add your ranks, which is, I guess, just your level, essentially, because you're maxed out on that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So roll a D100
D4
twice,
into now.
and then add your stuff.
72.
So the better is a 72.
I don't lose money at least.
You don't lose. Your investment increased by 10%. So, I think basically you make 2,600.
Twenty-
Or what'd you bet? 25,000 or 26,000?
25,000.
All right, you invested that in the
I-
nerds. They come up with a variety of popular ointments and
You know-
serums that the public can use.
It's on video, and I said it. I said 25,000. I did mean 20. Did I say 25,000 or 2,500?
You said 25,000.
25.
I
Okay.
assumed you meant 25,000, like big. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, because I was like, go big or go home.
I figured
I'll
that's
keep
what you were going
2,000.
for. Okay, so basically you put in 25,000, you get out 27,500. So you make 2,500.
I'm gonna have to go back on the tape
So,
and see if I actually.
Like,
missed
You
I'm,
said-
I'm not sure.
you-
I
you said
guess I
25,000.
heard what I wanted to hear. I was like, yeah. Hey.
Then I heard it too because I heard 25,000.
Okay.
I heard 25,000.
I
I
think
probably
you
said
said.
25,000. I just may have just.
You're hallucinating again.
I'm still getting the blood
How-
back to my head.
Alright, so your downtime is you
24
basically like contact from like
skill points.
way out in, you're in near space right now. It's not even near the packed world. You're contacting these dudes, getting their research going, make a little bit of a profit. They're very excited to have this angel investor in them again. And then Shaw, you wanted to work on them on the
Yeah, so I think that's going to be
Armor.
my thing. It's kind of uncategorized, but I think I would be spending my downtime working on the designs for it, which is the specialized celerity rigging with the built-in force pack that you and I discussed.
Yeah, I would say.
With adamantine plating too, because might as well get that DR. It's only 2,500 credits to add that.
I would say honestly, give me a piloting check as you're trying to figure out how to retrofit your dreams for like a personal ship, essentially.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'd say pretty much on that 20. As soon as you have the credits, you can wire them to the mercenaries and get that armor right away.
Awesome.
No
So,
delay.
yeah,
You have the money.
it'll have to-
You have the armor, basically.
All right, I have to get the money, and I will have to hit next level because I do not yet have proficiency.
Gotcha.
But once I do, then I will.
Basically, mechanically, we'll find a way for once you hit that, you'll just get the armor immediately.
Awesome. Then I do have a little bit of shopping I'm going to do. I am going to spend 3,800 credits because I've been sitting on this the entire time. I completely forgot about this. I'm actually going to upgrade my Necrograph slightly to a Mark II because I've been sitting on the Mark I that we got at the very beginning of the campaign. So I'm going to upgrade that to a Mark II so I can get 2 rounds of haste or 2 reroll failed reflex saves per day.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to check and make sure there's no armor upgrades I need. I'll come back to me on that one.
All right. Scorpio, any of those downtime activities pique your interest?
All right. Well, as I put like here, I went ahead and deducted the credits for like here.
Ooh,
Go ahead
hell
on
yeah.
the suggestion, grab that Red Star Plasma Sword because I had that the previous one for a while and it's been kind of overdue for an upgrade anyway. And the rest of my equipment's still in pretty good shape, pretty much.
Just
current
flicking the
level.
plasma on and off like in your bunk.
Yep.
Hell
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep, yep. I guess maybe we could play this off Corrals. It's like I think he's probably been getting a little like homesick and been want to talk to, it's like he's like holding like the ring box in his hand. And are we in close enough that I could be able to actually like call Show and actually like talk to her?
Not from the near space. You'd have to be in the Pact Worlds.
All right, that's what I thought.
Basically,
okay,
at the moment,
I
you
guess
could send a message and it would take like 3d6 days to get there. I'll say actually,
Alright.
since you have the better drives, we'll say it'll take 3d6 divided by 2 days for the message to get to her.
All right, I'll just send a message to her. Just say, thinking, thinking of you, and with the kissy face emoji.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Okay. It takes about 4 days. She basically replies like, opens like the same kissing emoji. It's like, I really miss you. I hope you all can make your way to the Pact World soon, or that we can find somewhere else to meet up. Stay safe out there.
All right, let's go ahead and leave it at that. And let me see here. I guess I could probably go ahead and do entertain. I guess he's probably spending his time just sort of like alternating between probably like karaoke program and also just doing like just like basic like basic combat drills. One just keep himself sharp.
Okay. Nice. Let me see. I think there's a roll you can make for that one. Hold on.
Attempt a skill check using a charisma-based proficiency.
Which one is that one?
Let me see here.
There's drill.
I guess
that's
drill. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think drill would probably work better here. So
A chosen task or a crew action. So basically, pick any skill check or a crew action for during ship combat, and if you pass the DC, you can just take 10 even in combat on that check next time.
all right. I guess like here. I think. Here. I guess something he'd probably want to try. It's like wanting to help out with here, so I'll go ahead and give stealth a try. I'm pretty good at that, but it's like something I wouldn't mind having a little bit extra in my back pocket if we need it.
Okay. Sounds good.
13.
Let me see. So that's not quite enough, I don't think.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'd say you still, yeah.
I'm just imagining like it's looking like if you've ever seen like the VR training missions in Metal Gear.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll say we'll lower the DC next time you try it. Make it a little bit easier.
All right.
Okay.
He's like, I never knew a cardboard box would be so effective.
And so you did that. Refine, do you have an idea of what you want to do?
So the one I was thinking of was Starship System Diagnostics, but it says combat on the following day, which doesn't really seem
We
like it would be
can
particularly useful.
say it's for the next combat.
All right.
Starship combat is like not that fucking frequent. I guess
Yeah,
maybe if you're doing a really ship heavy campaign, but
that's what I figured.
I mean, we're already kind of bending the rules where it's like some of these are for like the next day. Fuck that. Like next combat.
All right. So basically the way it works is if we take critical damage and roll to see which is damaged, if it's the system that I choose, then we can roll again and use the tag of result instead. And the options are life support, sensors, weapons, engines, and power core. Is there one that you guys would want me to do that for?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time. Sorry.
So basically, like when you guys take critical damage, like the crit threshold, if I roll for it to be like the weapons array, if Refine has done this prep on the weapons array, I'll have to roll again and damage something else.
My
So basically,
immediate
it's like
thought is
protecting something from going to that like -2 penalty.
the power core, because like if that one gets really badly damaged, that affects everything else.
All right.
That is true. It does
I'll
give
do
like a
that
kind
for
of a
power core,
global
then.
penalty.
Yeah. I'll do that for power core. Also, because I got an intelligence personal upgrade, my intelligence is now +7. Which means I have
Gross.
a lot of extra skill points to distribute.
That's so funny when you realize that like 10 in an ability stat is supposed to be like baseline humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is
more than doubly as smart by a wide range than your average person.
I have 23 to distribute, and I don't know what skills to put them to.
I mean,
So I was wondering if we have any
Pick up,
skills
pick
that,
up
as
a
a
profession
group,
skill.
we're not great at.
I feel like the sciences ones are kind of where we've been the weakest, but it's also not come up that much.
All right, I can do life science, and that will put me to 19 life science and 22 physical science, and I still have 11 that I need to distribute. I guess I'll do
Refine
culture.
is just
'cause that's the
listening to
other
like
int
science
one.
podcasts while she's tuning fucking power core.
Yeah, I'll do culture as well because that's the other int skill, and that puts me to 18 culture.
Nice.
Okay.
I do have one question on equipment.
Yes.
I'm sorry, if you're done, Refine.
Oh, I was just gonna say my computers is now at +26, and my engineering's 25.
Gross.
Nice.
Foul.
I went
Good.
I went to go get cheese and crackers. Why is Scorpio rolled a stealth roll of 13?
I was just Scorpio was trying to drill stealth.
I was basically doing the Metal Gear Solid VR missions in the entertainment suite.
Yeah,
okay.
do downtime stuff.
Yep.
We didn't start infiltrating a facility or something while you were gone.
I hear him down the hall.
No, you don't. You just see. Well, you just see like a lizard tail sticking out the bottom of a cardboard box.
Incredible.
I tie a bow to it.
All right. Cool.
I do have one question on equipment. So,
Yes.
if somebody would be willing to take the invisibility detector, I might actually go ahead and get a Mark II electrostatic field for my armor.
Okay, okay.
So, because that way, because this current suit of armor I've got has 4 upgrade slots. I'm ditching the shoulder laser. I never use it. It's fine. I'll have a magic resistor, jetpack, the infrared sensors for dark vision, and then there would be the electrostatic field, because that would give me lightning resistance as well. And if somebody touches me in melee, they get zapped. That's the same one you have, Scorpio. But I would like if currently I have the invisibility detector equipped because I ditched the shoulder laser for that. I think that's something we ought to use, but it's a move action. I don't know if any of you want to try and take that.
Unfortunately, it does not really make sense for me to take that because I just got the
It's also something we don't
time
need.
off.
Yeah, it's something we don't need every combat. I just think it's better that at least one of us have it equipped, so that way we at least have the
Yeah.
option.
Because I now have very useful things to do with my
Fair.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough.
it's exciting.
Scorpio, do you have? I mean, do you or Boz have an extra armor slot? If not, we can just hang on to it for now. But
let me double
if-
check.
if you've got a move
See
action
here.
to spare, it'd be useful.
I usually don't.
Yeah, is the problem.
I also have blind sense, so I kind of have my own form of seeing.
If you're
visible things.
close, is I think the thing, right?
What's the range of your blinds?
60.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
That's pretty far.
Okay, so this is C invisibility, 120 feet. So if somebody, if honestly, I can equip it later if I get a suit of armor with more slots in it. But I think for right now, rather than having a one-off utility piece, it makes sense for me to, further increase my tanking potential.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I just double checked. My SX2 suit has like 6 slots on it, so yeah, I could take it.
Yeah, at least somebody that way, because oftentimes you just use a move action and then take a shot. So it's not something we'll need every time. So I'll shoot you the Aeon SRD link for it in a minute.
All right.
And then Ben, I'll spend the 13,000 to get the electrostatic field, and I think after that I'm gonna be saving my money for a while.
I have no idea what I'm going to get next, so I'm also going to be saving for a while.
I'll still have 29,000 left in the bank. It shouldn't be too long to have what I need for the armor. Hopefully, kind of theoretically.
This is exciting.
Alrighty.
It's time to play Divination Wizard.
All of a sudden,
Look,
Scorpio
I get it.
comes
That's
into
the
bridge.
only wizard I've played in 5e was the Divination Wizard. It's fucking fun.
That's what I'm playing right now in 5e, and it's
Yeah.
fucking fun.
Devastated my friend George in DMing while he was DMing.
Scorpio comes to the bridge and says, "All right, who put this bow on my tail?"
Nick, so when George was DMing one of the camp a 5e one, I was like, I had the lucky feat. I was a divination wizard. I constantly
Oh,
silvery
God.
barbs. I was like, no, none of
That's
my roles
phenomenal.
exist.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
I
that's
will say-
phenomenal.
That's the best divination as a school has ever felt in any version of D&D. Brilliantly done. Just the idea, like, yeah, you roll the future in the morning and then you pick when it happens.
Yeah.
It
No,
just, it
that's-
makes so
it-
it's
it's
so
great.
simple, but it makes so much like fucking sense mechanically. And there's nothing more satisfying than when a DM's like, "Oh, they crit you," and you're like, "Ooh, actually, they rolled a 2." They in fact did not crit us. I foresaw this. They actually tripped on their own feet this morning.
Yeah. No, I've done some dumb stuff. I think my favorite one so far was I was able to make them auto-fail a hold person, and then
Oh,
our
that's
cleric with a
spicy.
star metal axe decapitated the boss because it was paralyzed.
That's good.
It's so good.
All
right.
Ben,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. But I managed to stop them from realizing you were the killer on a 12 bluff check.
Yeah, I saw it. Fuck. So I missed our home game the other day, guys. With a 12 bluff check, made the other 2 party members in our 4-person party not realize that I am in fact a killer of someone that they know. Nick rolled a 12. The other 2 party members both rolled 7 on sense motive. And my secret
Nice.
continues.
To be fair, One of them did get a nat 20 to figure out before that, but
I'll be in trouble. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
That's a future you problem.
Yeah, that's a future me problem. Okay, so everyone's on their downtime stuff.
Yep.
I will
Still
put
trying
an-
to figure out who put that bow on my tail. It's like FB, was that you? You messing around with me?
Cuts to like the SB point of view, just like from the fucking like pipes up in the ceiling, like hidden behind something. Just slow zoom in. After about 10 days, you guys can do some investing. You get your various downtime activities going. You hit some ports of call, get some shopping done. You guys get a message from none other than Tarika, your longtime crew handler. Hey y'all, I hope everything's well and you're wrapping up on Ori or heading to Ori. You never know with these messages. Tarika's laughter kind of crackles through the comm unit. I found another job for you, but this one's a little delicate, so handle with care, you hear? Alrighty, now that... What? Go ahead.
Is this live or is this a message?
No, this is a message. This took like 10 days to get to you guys. You guys are way the fuck out in the boonies right now.
Can I sense mode of this?
Yeah.
Because almost
It's
every
like a
single
hologram
job
of her. You can try to sense mode of
Like our jobs, yeah, her
I've brought you guys around.
I'm using the thing. Damn it.
Why is it always one worse specifically? I mean, Tarika, she seems chill as fuck. She's all about helping out. You guys left the
I would
company
say
together.
Scorpio would never suspect her, so she's just like, okay.
So good.
On the other hand, Refine would suspect her no matter how
with
innocent she actually was.
With each new sense motive that Refine rolls, it's like, yeah, she's fine. Refine's like, I don't know about this.
Even I'm like, I'm not sure, but I'm like, the guards are going to be up every single time we...
You would Refine, like, scrub the message back, like, 4 times, just the first paragraph that she said, and then you're like, alright, then I think Scorpio is just like, play the rest of the fucking message. She's fine.
It's like, alright, Refine, if you're so suspicious, I know how to do this with computers. Okay, computer, enhanced. Computer,
hologram
enhanced.
Scorpio.
This hologram stays frozen, and then like one of you just hits play to get it going. She's the last line. Yes, so handle with Carrie here. Alrighty. Now that your listening ears are on, which is hilarious because she had no way of knowing that you guys would have paused this to go over it so many times. Now that your listening ears are on, I'm sending you to Preluria. It's a toxic gas giant. The orbital rings. They've got dozens of inhabited moons. Bunch of different factions and gangs vie for control of the rings, and the people in them. It's a bit of a lawless place. Plenty of fighting, so you'll fit right in.
She's sending us to a toxic planet with lots of ne'er-do-wells.
Well, the toxic gas giant, you wouldn't be landing on the gas giant. You'd be landing on the moons of this gas giant. The gas giant itself would be like, your ship would be crushed if you went into it.
Right, but there's still lots of ne'er-do-wells, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to
Yes,
be fair, if we set down in the places where there aren't near-do-wells, we're still going to get attacked. Actually, we'll probably get attacked even faster.
I think, to be fairer, when you guys set down, there are then, by definition, ne'er-do-wells in that location.
I mean, there is that.
I mean, technically speaking, the law is not mad at us right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the Golden League.
I mean, that is fair.
Got a fucking non-disparagement clause burning a hole in your pocket. Anyway.
So...
She's like, go ahead.
I'll just let her go ahead. I want to hear what the take is for this job.
The message continues playing. She says, there's a world in the rings named Eshrid. It's isolated, and the folks there like it that way. A disease is spreading through their community, and they're looking for medicine. I'm sure y'all know how expensive that can be. Costs an arm and a leg just to get a cough cured these days. Never mind something worse. This is too real, by the way. When I read this earlier to myself, I was like, I don't like this at all. Not that these folks have a choice, mind. It's pay or die, and they ain't going down without a fight. But they don't want to let any of the other Prelurian factions in. Lucky for them, I've got a friend who can help. He's always told me his name's Golm, but I I suspect that's an alias. That's Gulm, Gulm. He's tough to get to know. He's quiet, shy, a little bit paranoid. Thinks the whole galaxy's out to get him. Brilliant, though, and kind. Dr. Gulm makes medicinals off-grid and sells them at a fraction of the cost. Makes himself a tidy profit, too, going around insurance. Which goes to show how inflated the price of medicinals is. But back to the point. You'll find Dr. Gulm in the city of Vantis on Lookout. That's another moon off of Praeluria, although this one is under the control of the Praeluria Patrol. So Eshred's the planet of the disease, Gulm is the doctor. He's in the city of Vantis on Lookout, it's another planet. Now, the Praelurian Patrol, they're a faction of vigilantes. They're dead set on bringing order to the region. I guess they do a fair job of it, too. Vantis is pretty safe place by all accounts. When you wrap up on Ori, pay Dr. Gulm a visit. He's already whipping up what we need. Pick up the shipment from him, deliver it to Eshred. Don't haggle with the poor fellow. He's already offering us more than a fair price. Hurry if you can. Every day the sickness spreads, and I like to sleep well at night. But most important, don't draw attention to Gulm. I mean it. The doc could get in big trouble for brewing backyard remedies. If the Praelurian Patrol found out, he'd be looking at jail time, best case. When you've got the shipment loaded up, bring it to Oline on Eshred. She's your contact. I've taken all the necessary coordinates. I've attached all the necessary coordinates with this message. Take care. Don't go stirring up trouble. Hope to talk again soon.
What was the take for this again? I didn't hear.
She did not tell us.
She didn't say a take.
She just said we'll be getting paid more than our fair share.
Yeah, correct.
I
Don't say it
need
with that fucking tone. Refine. Calm down.
Are we able to call her up?
You can send her
Not
a
out
message.
here.
It'll take 3d6 divided by 2 days for it to get to her.
Shaw kind
Even
of.
with our fancy Vesk satellite?
Yeah.
Your Vesk satellite is presumably orbiting somewhere in the Pact Worlds. The satellite's not just dragged behind your ship through the
Actually, I think it's
drift.
orbiting somewhere in the Veskarium.
That's true.
Shaw.
Honestly, yeah, it's like a whole,
No,
not
it's-
even. in
Probably
the
even
system.
further. It's probably even further.
That's so funny, to be honest. The idea that you would then tack on extra days to bounce it off this fucking satellite light years away.
Shaw thinks about it for a minute. I mean, it's a job. I don't love the fact that she's so vague about it, and it doesn't really help us get ahead of the problem, but making some extra money and getting some extra hardware wouldn't hurt, but I wish she had thrown in a few more specifics.
Also,
can
how are we
message her
even
for
supposed to find
specifics.
this sketchy backyard doctor named Gulm, who isn't actually named Gulm?
Classic Dr. Gulm, am I right?
And we're just picking up a shipment from Gulm, or
Yeah, we're
I mean,
picking up a shipment
Yeah.
from him, because that never goes wrong, and then delivering it to somebody else, because that also never goes wrong.
right?
Yeah.
Look, I think you'll find Dr. Gulm has a very trustworthy face.
I'm sure.
Did she send a picture?
Would you say more or less trustworthy than Miss Tarika?
Probably less. I think Tarika's pretty fucking trustworthy looking.
Nope.
You'll have to wait and see Mr. Gulm. I mean, come on. This is the face you think's betraying you, Refine?
Yes. No question.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Look at that wrench. Clearly, it has been used to bludgeon people's skulls in.
Yeah, she's definitely not a mechanic.
You can do both.
Fair enough.
well, Shaw thinks about it. I guess we can do it, but let's see if we can, while we're going about it, let's start putting some brain power about how we can try and turn the tables on the Golden League for a bit. These jobs, getting money and doing jobs and getting us some new gear and hardware stuff is all well and good, but doesn't do any good if we're getting shot at every single step of the way.
What? Nah.
Can I try to put out some feelers to see how the Golden League assassins are finding us? Because like, if they had gotten here after we had touched down, I would have been like, okay, they're somehow tracking us. But they got here before we got there.
You can make, I'd say,
Yep.
again, you'd have to roll days to get this information. Like, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
What would it be?
I'd say probably diplomacy to gather information, honestly, from your contacts. Alright, calm down. Yo, chill. Alright. What do you need to do? Nat 20 for 39.
Do you think we could have? I think so. We're economizing on time a bit. You send the message to your contacts, and then maybe we can try and hear from them once we get to this planet. Because otherwise, we're just bumming around here waiting for people to show up.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep on the move. You good with that?
Yeah.
I would say on a 39.
Someone want to aid in that? At
I
all?
could try. I could try. Probably
I
not.
can try, but I will
mean, over
fail.
a 40 than Nat 20. I think nothing you find leads you to believe that you guys have like a leak. You do think it might be more a function of Sinjin having eyes everywhere. Maybe he has eyes on Tarika somehow. Because he's bending a lot of
Because she's a traitor.
He's bending a lot of his resources to you guys. So any like deals or favors or anything like that, he's calling them in to get information anywhere that he can. Like, I'd say you'd also probably figure out for your contacts, like, he's probably had people reach out to some of your contacts and be like, what do I put in their dossiers? They're really doing whatever they can to try to find you and fill them out. I would say, though, even on a Nat 20 with a 41, I don't think you see any evidence that you've been actively betrayed or anything like that. I'm sure that will do nothing to dissuade you guys from thinking that anyway, but that's what it gets.
Hey, I mean, Scorpio with, I don't know, with like 24 to assist, be like, see, I told you.
I think Shaw is still, willing to trust Tarika, given that she's, generally speaking done right by them, but it doesn't change the fact that he's noticed that sometimes she gets us sketch-built jobs. But then again, we're not exactly well, we've been kind of on the shit list from ever since we got this ship, so we haven't exactly had a chance to be honest merchants, if we could ever be such a thing.
You're on such a nice, honest job right now. This sounds great.
I think that it's risky. If we go do this job, we will have someone after us at some point along the way. Right?
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this planet again?
Which one?
Praelurian Patrol, I think.
If you're talking about Lookout, in the city of Vantis, yes, that particular planet is under the control of the Praeluria Patrol. Eshrod, which is where you're supposed to bring the medicine to, is not under control of the patrol. Patrol control.
Were they under control?
I think they're independent.
Independent. It's hard to say.
Okay.
It seems like part of the issue that she said in the message was that, like, they don't want to ask anyone else for help, because doing that would invite any of the numerous other powers in this variety of planets orbiting the gas giant in the belt to then, like, yeah, we'll aid you and take over. So they're really trying to use you guys to, like, circumvent that.
Well, we made it work on the Fortune's Heart. We can be discreet for a couple of days and gas giant's moon system. Let's send Tarika a thing that maybe she might want to tighten up her comm security if we think she's being observed.
All right.
But
Yeah, but if we tell them, then they'll know that she's doing that.
Ooh, mind games.
Do we want them to know that we know that she's being observed?
It's up to you guys.
Here's
think-
what I think we should do. I think we should send a message to Tarika saying, you know, we're gonna do this mission, then we're gonna lay low a bit at X location, you know, and then set up a trap for anyone that comes to that location.
Up to you guys. What's going to be in this message that you send her? I mean, presumably report that the Ori job's done, I'd imagine.
yeah, I worry then though. Even if we are trying to be a trap, it's not going to be one ship or two. Sinjin will send a fleet after us.
That's true.
He's got a lot more bodies to throw at us than.
Yeah, but we don't have to set off the trap. We can just observe and see if somebody goes there. And if somebody does go there, we know at the very least Tarika's being monitored or is traitor. This is about gathering intel, not just trying to start a fight. Pick a fight with some random goons.
Yeah.
Some fucking randos.
I also have another idea.
Okay.
Sinjin's high up in the Golden League, right?
I mean, so basically the Golden League has multiple cells, so they can never, all be deleted at once. But he's like the head of this branch of the Golden League. Like, he is the Golden League. He doesn't have a boss.
I'm just
The
saying.
closest thing he would have to a boss is, like, other group leaders. And they'd be...
Exactly. I'm just saying we should find another group leader and convince them that we're more profitable alive.
You could
Yeah,
try.
it'd be a hell of a.
They're hard
a
to
hell
find.
of us.
Or we don't generate any profit for them. In
There's
fact, I think
also
we
the risk that,
actively
like,
lose the money.
if they, like,
We
they
convince them
would
that
just
Sinjin's a
want-
liability.
No,
Or
They may
they would
also-
just want your bounty.
there's
think
that.
that's-
That's the problem.
I think convincing the others that Sinjin's a liability, that he's going insane, wasting money on a bounty, sending like legions of
Unfortunately,
bounty
they're
hunters, sending legions of bounty hunters to their deaths. Of like,
they're yeah, but they're
It-
okay
it-
with. They'll be okay with that. Remember, these people are as much rivals as they are anything else.
no, but like he's wasting resources on a personal grudge against some mercs who he
He's not.
He's
didn't wanna-
bringing too
Eh,
much
can-
heat on
can-
the Golden League.
yeah, like let me just say what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at here
tough
is
sell. All right, go
he's
keep going.
wasting a lot of resources on a personal grudge against mercs he didn't want to pay, and they're wiping the floor with him at every opportunity, and they're getting closer and closer to him. It's not going to be too long before somebody else gets dragged into this. Maybe now's the time to get rid of Sinjin.
So I guess here's the other question, and this may be a thing of what we know about the underworld is: are the Golden League, like, are the other like senior house leaders, for lack of a better term, are they rivals? Are they competing for influence in the stuff within the organization, or is it much more cohesive? I'd have to ask Mr. Wilco that one, because Shaw doesn't know the answer. He's not as familiar with the underworld. But I'm just thinking, it's like if they may be perfectly happy to leave our bounties up if it's making Sinjin waste tons of money, because they may want his holdings after he's weakened himself. I don't think we can look to the other Golden League families for help.
Yeah, but they might take advantage of his position right now because,
Ooh, the wheeling, the plotting.
like, I get what you're saying is that they're not going to help us out of the kindness of their heart. They'd more likely want us to kill ourselves and then just come swoop in later. But I'm saying ally ourselves with one of his rivals and combine, definitely take down Sinjin. And then they get to take all of his shit.
Chalk. I like the audacity of it. I'm not sure. I still worry that we'd be going right into the lion's den unnecessarily and adding a second Pride Alliance to the one that's already hunting us.
Well, it's that, or we track down Sinjin and just kill him.
I'm
I
a
think
I
that's
think we
fan of
have
that.
what we
choose.
have to get at.
I'm Go ahead.
Then I think our goal needs to be to find one of his goons and take them alive.
Could be. Yeah.
Or we know that there's some amount of bounty on Espy.
I think they know that it's a bot and that you can just remake it.
Yeah, I don't think Sinjin's gonna pay for infinite bot.
I'm not saying that Sinjin will do it infinite bot glitch. I'm saying that we let someone take Espy and they take it to Sinjin.
For what purpose? Like, if they take SB, they'll disable any communications or control.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna,
Yeah.
they're not gonna let the stealth infiltration bot.
Willingly
allowed.
infiltrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, what should we do with this captured
then.
enemy drone? Let's put it in our server room, unattended.
Look, they might be that dumb.
I don't think they are.
I don't think so. Alright, then I think we gotta try and capture one of the Golden League goons alive and find out
Yeah.
where Sinjin is so we can go after him.
I agree. I'm getting awful tired of running. Let's see who comes out. If we let's see who let's see what happens on this job, especially if there's lots of ne'er-do-wells and if there's other June around. Let's snag the next one. It's actually useful knowing that Shaw looks over at James. That if they have some envy of your kind of lifestyle, maybe we can offer a trade. Maybe they help us get at Sinjin. They give us information where to go and get after him. They don't have to worry about him having them killed. But if we run into more June, that might be an avenue we could take.
Yeah.
If they want to apply the skills on the open market.
So, what are you sending Tarika then?
I think for now,
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
people are okay with it, I think for the moment, let's just let her know we've completed the job on Ori and we're en route to this gas giant.
Okay.
Let's see what plays out there. If we are intercepted again, then I'm in favor of maybe seeing if we can lay some kind of a trap. But let's see who comes after us. Because I think at this point, I hate to say it, given how popular we are, even out in near space, we're going to be having folks come after us. I worry a bit that she mentioned that Sinjin has even gone so far as to get assistance from the Aslanti, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of them either. So, because even I think Shaw even Shaw would know that the Vesks don't fuck with the Aslanti, so they're supposed to be like pretty certified badasses.
Pretty crazy. Okay.
Let's see what happens, and if we can get somebody alive, or perhaps take a data pad or something, at least try and get some information, because we knew at least one of his haunts back when he gave us the initial job, back at, but that's at Absalom.
Yeah,
Be
that
a
was
suicide
in
going back
fleet
there.
around Absalom. Give me a 3d6 roll divided by 2 as you're jumping
Yep.
to this planet, and I'll see if her response gets to you when you get to Preluria and its numerous moons.
5 days.
That'll do. Okay, she'll get it to you as you kind of arrive. Okay. So you guys, Tuna drops out of the drift, per normal, quiet trip. Nothing jumps you in the ether. You get a message. Sounds like Tarika probably sent it as soon as she could, but essentially here, her kind of like sigh. She's like digging something out of her pocket. She's got her beloved wrench with her. She's like, I'll try to meet you near Preluria. I've sent you coordinates to an uninhabited ball of nothing in Preluria's rings called Crater. When you finish up on Esherid, or if you run into trouble, head there. It's far enough away from factions and their territories that you don't need to worry about being discovered, but close enough to be in range of Preluria's infosphere. Talk whenever you meet me there. Take care.
So does she want us to go there first, or just go ahead and do the job?
She suggested after you finish up on Esherid, which would be after you deliver the medicine, but she said if you run into trouble, you can head there right away.
Okay.
Uninhabited crater.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Crater. Crater with a capital C. It's a proper noun.
Just saying. Seems fishy.
Wait, hold on. I gotta grab something really quick that'll be funny for this. One sec.
But if it doesn't have any water, how can there be any fish?
Where is it?
They're space fish.
I mean, reasonable.
Sorry, I was rustling through my box of various D&D props. Well, one of the boxes. There's a lot of props. All right. Cool. So you guys.
Ben,
have...
I think your
Huh?
I think your stream just froze. Or at least your camera just froze. I think.
Hello. Oh yeah. Is the rest of it frozen?
Well,
Looks like the
no, it's just your
screen
camera.
part's not frozen. All right, hold on. Let me just reset the camera.
Well, do we want to take a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break while I reset it, then we'll come back.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, there we go. Camera looks like it's working again. It's working on the Twitch. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. All right. So yeah, you guys got to the planetary belt. Are you trying to go to her right away, or are you just heading to the city of Vantis on Lookout, which is where Dr. Golem is?
I mean, if we're not in trouble, I'm kind of inclined to say we just proceed.
All right.
I mean, is everybody else okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys see the huge planetary belt around Peluria, and you approach Lookout, basically this bitterly cold tundra moon, base of operations of the Peluria Patrol. As you guys approach, you are contacted by customs agents, members of the patrol, in charge of ensuring no criminals or agents of rival factions land in Lookout. Basically, they would ask you guys like your names, purpose of your visit, destination, duration of your stay. Gaining clearance, you guys can either attempt a diplomacy or a bluff check.
Diplomacy is our better option.
Okay.
It's easier to walk back from trying to cruise them.
What are you? Okay, if it's diplomacy, what are you saying is the purpose of your visit?
We're not criminal or agents of anyone, really. We're just sort of...
No, I mean you have a free charter of your own ship.
We just tell them we're here to try and make some money.
I think we
wherever
just
can.
I think we just say we're contract pilots looking for cargo work, perhaps.
Okay. I'd
Yeah.
say there's nothing inherently dishonest about that. You can make a diplomacy check.
I'm using the thing again.
The
Okay.
trinket, yep.
Go ahead and use trinket. It is a new day, by the
Oh.
way. It's been a lot of days.
Yep. So yeah, you
Um,
got 3 uses of it today.
I think you're pretty confident they wave you through. You don't think they're like suspicious or gonna try to track you or anything. They're just like, yep, all right, go ahead and land. As you guys approach your destination, you see Tarika's coordinates lead to a simple warehouse nestled in the middle of an industrial district on a blustery, frigid planet. 2 thick metal doors with heavy-duty locks monitored by cameras allow entrance to the building, and the high windows are covered in steel shutters. Beside the warehouse, you see a loading dock and a landing pad encircled by a chain-link fence, marked with a sign that reads private property in about a dozen languages. Puffs of steam rise from vents on top of the building. You see 3 little robots kind of puttering around outside, one scrubbing the building to this pristine shine, another one clearing snow off the fence, a third shoveling the sidewalk with a little built-in scoop in its arms. The city around the warehouse looks dirty and dreary. There's artificial sand scattered in the icy streets to provide traction for all these heavy-duty moving trucks. Sandy snow is heaped on the side of the roads. Despite the bitter cold, you see workers, shoppers filling the street. They're bundled up in winter gear. Neighboring warehouses, too, appear busy and well used. A few are even topped with holographic advertisements for Space Cops, Peluria, the hottest show on the local infosphere. All right.
I think Refine has to check that out just as we're walking.
Yeah, okay.
Before we land at the landing pad, or because we're landing right at the warehouse, right? Ben.
Yeah. Here, I can show you the warehouse actually.
I was gonna say as we land, can we do a lean on the sensors and see if there's anybody any ships or anything that are lurking?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
All of us.
Yeah. Let's say anyone can make a perception check if they would like.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Not much better.
Nice.
I got a 35 at least.
Nothing out of the ordinary for now. You guys can pretty much touch your ship down right there. Here, I can actually let's put it on.
God damn it.
Well, why goddamn it? It's probably fine.
Is it though?
Maybe it's the Wintermorn just wanting to hang out, you know?
Are there
Anyone
people around,
think they
or
Look, I told Dizzy I wasn't
Reasonably
interested in
hit.
that anymore.
A 40.
Are there any people around, or
Oh, there's
are we
those 3
mostly
robots.
Okay.
We'll say.
I mean, you rolled an 18, Refine. I think that's pretty good.
About as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
She's just a denial about it.
I am like, I'll have my rifle out. Like I am fully ready to.
Who has the see invisibility thing?
Scorpio does. Oh yeah, I'll send you the rules for that thing. Give me a sec.
All right, let's see. So you guys try to knock on the facility doors. It's up here at the top. That's like the office.
I do also have blind sense, so it's like 60 feet. So like,
Give
pretty
me a
much,
second.
pretty much the width of the whole hangar.
Noted. I mean, nope. See, everything apart from those robots seems fine. There's movement inside the office, presumably Dr. Golem.
All right, I guess we'll go up and knock. Scorpio, I
Yes.
linked the item in the Discord.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like Scorpio knocking doors. It's like DoorDash.
I'll have my
The door
rifle at the
hisses
ready.
open, and you guys see
I
Dr. Golem. Who is it? Who's there?
We're here on contract delivery from Miss Tarika.
See Golem, this male Andromeda, kind of narrows his eyes through the goggles, like blinks like one eye, then the other eye, like very distinct blink. It's like, come in, out of the cold.
I'll follow him in.
We'll go along as well.
Right.
Are you two staying outside?
I'll start to come
No.
in.
I'll come in as well. But
Maybe leave SB outside? In case somebody...
yeah, I'll leave SB outside.
Okay, leave SB outside.
SB's outside, ready to just book it onto the ship if need be.
You see Dr. Golem's kind of like wringing his hands, like glancing from each of you nervously to the others. You see he's got camera feeds outside. Some are just the mounted cameras are described. It also looks like there is a set built-in camera to each of the 3 robots I mentioned, who he appears to have labeled under each of their monitors. The robots are Blip, Swip, and Woggle.
Nice.
So you're here for Tarika's medicinal package?
Yes, we are.
And how do I know you are who you say you are?
Oh, my name's Shaw.
Who else would we be?
Shaw smiles. So, we're the crew of the Tuna. I'm Shawzarak Swarmbane. These are my colleagues Scorpio Sky, Mr. Fine, and Mr. Wilco. I'm sure she sent who we are. And then... Did Tarika say how exactly we're supposed to identify ourselves or anything?
No, she did not. Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh.
After say all that.
I've got the rig. Alright, it's about as good as
Can
it's gonna
I
get.
Well, never mind.
You say that, but you could be other people.
Who else do you think that we are?
So many gangs and patrol members and all sorts of things.
If we were a patrol member, wouldn't we just be going after you and not patiently asking for the medicine?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
He does get a -2 on the sense motive stuff against me.
That is true.
You're also not lying.
I'm really bad at diplomacy, though. So. $14 on the die.
I don't know about this. I need insurance. Here, put your thumbs on the ident scanner. Holds up this
No.
like scanner for your thumbprints.
Shaw will shrug and just go ahead and volunteer his.
Okay. Kind of ding. He like looks expectantly at the rest of you, and your friends too. Everyone's.
I'll push it.
Yep. Scorpio will step up and do his.
We're here to help you, not the other way around.
You see, he kind of like adjusts the goggles, and he's just like looking at the ident scans. Like everyone's after you, you know. They're after me too.
Right, but the problem is we can defend ourselves. I doubt you can. We're here to pick up the cure from him, right?
Yeah, we're here to pick up the medicine from him.
You have our captain confirmed and another member confirmed. That should be enough for you to trust that we are who they tell you we are.
See, he scratches under his chin, like on the long neck. And there's points over. You see like these rows of padded metal trolleys holding clearly labeled jugs of colorful liquid. Trolleys, cart them outside, unload in the landing pad. I want the trolleys back though as soon as possible for decontamination.
Very well.
You have to do it by hand. The jugs are very delicate. Go slow.
Understood.
I look
And
at the cameras, see if there's anything on them right now.
I mean, you see, like I said, like shoppers and stuff outside on the streets. Other warehouse workers at different warehouses that this guy doesn't own. I'd say give me a perception check. See if you see anything else.
I'll also ask her fine. Maybe check to see if it looks like somebody's like looped the footage.
Sure, can I try and remotely tell where all the feeds are going?
Yeah. Give me a computer check.
I think I'm gonna use a reroll on that one.
Oh, okay.
Just because that was a 3 on the die, and I think that
Statistically,
It's
you
worth,
can do better.
Yeah. There we go.
you can.
There you go.
Certainly can. I mean, everything seems fine with the computer systems. What you see is what you got.
Cool. The feeds aren't being sent anywhere besides here.
Dude, this guy is so paranoid. This is all a fucking closed system.
Was a closed system. It's no longer a closed system.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Shaw,
right.
Scorpio, start moving.
Yeah, and we'll.
Well, yeah, it's
I'm-
like Scorpio will put on, gloves, of course, and then start handling everything very carefully.
Yeah, and I like to think we have some means of securing delicate cargo, so we should have like cargo restraints or something like that.
All right. You guys start moving delicately. After,
Uh,
go ahead.
I think while this is going on, Refine will let SB push the carts.
Okay.
And it's just going to sit on like the entrance to the ship with the eyes of the seer lenses open, constantly doing that.
Okay. Also, Refine, you mentioned earlier wanting to look up more about Space Cop, the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a culture check. You guys are at a fucking planetary system with an infosphere again. Things are great.
37.
Space Cops Preluria is a popular reality show glamorizing Preluria's patrol, their local police force. It is basically propaganda cops, the show. You think that oftentimes, wherever they're on patrol, most often they are followed by hover drones who record footage for the show.
All right. I am going to can I see if there are any like of these drones in the vicinity?
That's gonna be you're hacking into fucking. Well, I mean, this isn't really an official government, but government property essentially. Give me a computers check. I will say if it's too low, you do risk the cops being like, "Who the fuck is hacking our drones?"
All right. I am going to before I do this, Eyes of the Seer to give me the D20 roll, and if I want to, I can use reaction to give me that roll.
Okay. Use Eyes of the Seer.
Nope.
You see into a potential future, and you're like, nope, fuck that.
Oh. I will be using the Eyes of the Seer roll to bump that to a 31.
Would you prefer? I have enough to give you a re-roll. If you would prefer that.
I'm pretty sure that'll fail.
The 5 was the better one.
I'll give you a re-roll because
I will say this. I do have hack directory, so if I fail, I immediately know all countermeasures that are activated, and I can.
The whole idea was to lay low, but
with the same to.
I think even if you know
countermeasures from activating.
I think this
re-roll it.
We'll
re-roll it.
Basically, I get a second check to try and
stop
the
so
countermeasures from activating.
Do you want to re-roll or trust your second check to stop the countermeasures? Is the question. Also, I'm wearing goggles that look like Dr. Golem's eyes. If anyone was curious what prop I was desperately looking for.
Do we think it's more worth getting 2 checks and just not getting information, or trying to re-roll now and get information?
I think re-roll now so you're not tripping, at least not tripping something in the first place.
Well, I mean, if the goal is to stop anything from tripping, the more effective way to do it would be to not use the reroll now, and then if I fail to check to try.
We have other rerolls. Just take this reroll. We're fine.
All right.
Okay, I'm trying to be efficient.
Efficient.
40.
There we go.
God damn. The nearest patrol is like a 5-minute walk away. They're not like watching you guys.
Okay, let's be quick.
They're in this merchant district.
I'll inform James, Sean, Scorpio that there is a patrol in this district, but they're not like actively watching us.
How many carts do we have to push into the ship?
Not a lot, but it's mainly just you gotta the carts he's keeping. It's mainly you gotta load this medicine carefully is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you think it'll take about an hour or so?
What? How many carts?
It's like 4 cartfuls of extremely fragile, potentially hazardous medicinal chemicals.
All right. Do you want me to do you want to send out Espy and just have her let us know when we should move the carts? And if the cops get too close, tell us to lay low for a second.
All right. Espy, you want to post up on the fence then? Like on the fence line?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Espy,
we'll try and...
give me a perception check from Espy then, as you guys are doing this loading process.
All right. This is not going to go well, I'm just warning you all. Espy has a low perception. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone else does get a perception check as well. It's just a higher DC. I thought you'd pass this one because it's a lower DC because you're on the fence.
SB has a 1 to perception.
That's
Jesus
deeply funny.
Christ.
Shaw and Refine clearing a 25. You guys hear some of the passerbys, and some of them are like, "Yo, hey, it's them. Those outlaws with the reward money."
Oh, fucking hell.
Really, I was wondering if you guys were gonna take any precautions in loading this in the public. As that happens, Refine, I think
I don't know
like, oh god, like I gotta look through SB's cameras. You do pretty immediately see 2 individuals be like, "What's up?" And you see 2 people hop the fence.
I'm giving chase.
Well, no, they're
No,
they're coming
they're
in here with us.
jumping in to fucking get the bounty.
Oh, are these just regular
Yeah.
people? Or are they regular bounty hunters, I mean?
They don't look. Yeah, they don't. I will say they don't look like Golden League. These look like a pair of bounty hunters. These are Warlasanis, the species.
All right.
All right. We're gonna roll initiative in a second. Well, let me
I mean,
go
I don't
to-
know what countermeasures we would have taken, but that's fair.
So what were they? What were they? You said something assassins.
There's
These
like
are just some
bounty
bounty
hunters.
hunters.
Here, I can show you. I'm using art from some of the different books. I didn't make handouts because this is like an off chance encounter. These are what Warlasani usually look like.
Their helmets look stupid.
I mean, that's just their head, baby.
That's all right.
Just
I
wait till you
have
find out
an
that's
idea.
just their head.
I have an idea for how I'm going to keep the patrol
I
from
will
getting
say
too
the
aware
default
of
bow
us.
for the default bow for them looks fucking sick.
No loud weapons, okay? Just melee or silence.
Just fisticuffs.
Well, I mean, James has a silenced weapon,
Her weapon is silenced, yeah.
right?
I'm saying more for
Um,
Shaw and Scorpio. Just get into melee and
Yeah.
fine. Just no
Yes.
grenades, because that'll draw the cops.
I wasn't planning to go
If-
nuts with the plasma cannon.
If the cops show up nearby, I am going to send SB to go and throw grenades that are much more of a problem elsewhere.
What an insane statement outside of this game. Like, yo, if the cops come, I'm gonna send my robot to start chucking grenades at them to slow them down. Like,
I didn't say at them. I said,
Oh, okay. Oh, you just mean like you're just gonna go loud if
Yeah.
you think it's too late. I got you. I thought you meant specifically
No,
at the
like,
cops, and I was like, that's a wild take.
No. SB is just gonna go start putting instant aquariums in the middle of random locations nearby.
I thought you were gonna say SB was gonna go just start slashing cop tires.
No, SB's got 2 instant aquariums to use. She can go make 2 40-foot bubbles of water for small periods of time, which I presume would be enough of a event to draw patrol
I
attention.
also think that would really fuck up traffic. So yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would certainly agree. That's crazy. Also, great news for you guys. Might be funny. These mercenaries, they're small size. So if you think those fucking funny heads or something, they're also 3 feet tall.
All right. How do you all feel about the Dragon Gland? Do we think that's too...
Loud? No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Especially because there's... How tall is the wall, by the way? Then?
It's chain link, isn't it?
It's just a chain link fence.
Oh, is it chain link?
Yeah, it's a chain link
Oh,
fence.
never mind.
It is.
Probably
I
best
can tell
not
you how
to use
tall
the
it is if you
Dragon
want.
Gland
It's probably not the best. What?
then. No, it's fine. It's probably doesn't make sense to use the Dragon Gland if there's not like a wall to block the fire from view.
And not incinerating passersby.
Yeah.
I love it that those random dudes that you guys overheard, like, oh, it's those guys just getting fucking cooked. They're one level of like commoners getting cooked by fire breath.
The player said this is over in like 1 turn. Like they don't even last.
Oh, these mercs?
Yeah.
It could happen. It could happen.
Draw a
Definitely
crit
definitely
randomly.
could happen.
I
Alright.
always roll the crits against just randos.
What the fuck is their bonus to on? I was going back to check the height of the chain link fence and lost my place on their initiative.
Hey Ben, I have a question since I'm
Yeah.
still in the office. Are the front two squares both part of the door, or is
These?
it one square? Oh, I have to go all the way around. All right.
Yeah, those gray ones are the doors.
Yeah, I should have. Well,
Alright,
I
I'm gonna
in
start
there.
order. Oh, we're fine. Makes sense. You were one of the people that did hear the perception check. What's your play?
All right.
Welcome.
So, first thing to note is I'm going to use my hypergraft to give myself an extra move action. Then I'm going to run behind James. First move action. Second move action, I'm going to roll the d20 for Eyes of the Seer.
Oh, spicy. Motherfucker
And
got
then
motherfucker got portents in Starfighter somehow.
I'm going to downgrade my standard action to
Okay.
give James Miracle Worker, giving him
Oh.
+2 on attack and damage.
Spicy. All right. That's a pretty spicy opening move. Wilco. You see like
Yeah,
kind of like
I don't
cool like tech lines race up your rifle and your armor as Refine powers you up.
I don't think I can hide behind anything here, so I'll just make the perception check instead for the trick attack.
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Are they CR 15?
They're not CR-15, no. These random dudes off the street? No, you're good.
Top one.
Top one. 35 will definitely fucking hit. Holy shit.
technically
Awesome.
for 72 damage now.
Yeah, true.
Yep. 37 for 72.
I have it factored in.
Oh, it's factored in.
I have a
Okay,
knife
hold on.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Roll 2 10s on your damage die. Dear God.
It was the top one you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not quite bloodied, but almost bloodied immediately.
Con save.
Let's see. Ooh, oh my god, can I roll a con save? I didn't do like it at all last time. What's your DC?
What do you roll?
Not good. Let me see. Said fortitude?
Yeah.
15.
No, not even close.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Wow, okay. Alright. Let's see how they can make this work.
He's staggered then, isn't he?
Is that the
Okay,
one?
Phil?
Is that
Yeah.
the staggered one? Okay, so only like an action or a move action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 20-foot long per level. Let's see. God, 20 per level is crazy. Oh, fuck. Okay. Where is my... That's not the one I want. I'm gonna make this a bit easier. I'm not gonna do every single square. One of them is going to wrap a wall of fire around the actual warehouse. The other one activates a wall of fire, basically the entire width of the chain link fence.
Does that go away if they die?
I believe so, yeah.
Good.
But they're just like, fuck this. No one else gets in on this bounty.
What's the problem?
They are pulling attention to things.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, looks like we're going to be sending Espy to go draw attention elsewhere.
Let's see what happens. But if you can, honestly, if you can hack the cops' comms and send them elsewhere, that might also help.
Let's see. So this changed. Sorry, I'm trying to read. I know one of these abilities changed in Starfinder Enhanced, which is fucking me up a little bit here.
If we have to, we can just bring whatever cure we can, and then they can try to synthesize it down on the or wherever this shit's going down.
Well,
All right. This bottom one is going to reach out his hand, and around James and Refine over here, reality seems to bend a little bit, and you guys are standing in a similar reality for a second, but one that is bright in the middle of a noonday sun. Both of you guys give me a fortitude save as like a bright flash of light hits you from this alter reality.
I'm gonna spend the point to
Okay.
reroll.
I'm going to give James a 17 on that.
Oh fuck!
Wait, how do you do that?
With the
her eyes of
oh.
the seer.
eyes of the seer.
Oh, right.
That's fucked.
Then never
Refine
mind, I'm not gonna
somehow
use the point.
perfectly foreseeing this outcome of literal alternate reality warping, and you both pass. Hell yeah, no effect. Shaw.
Oh fucking hell!
Just run through the fire.
I'm going to. I have fire resistance 12. I don't care.
Oh, also,
Do
the two of you over here are gonna take a little bit of fire damage being close to that because they pointed that towards you, or it's gonna radiate for you. They don't care about it on their side of the chanting fence. But both of you guys take 6 fire damage.
I have. What the fuck is it?
Ooh, you got fucking fire resistance up in here.
I take 1 fire damage.
Nice. You feel like your thermal capacities are working. They're starting to like hit capacity, but they are not tripped yet or anything. Like they're still working.
That is a worthless firewall compared to 5e.
I did roll
Yeah.
very low on that roll, I will say. Bombed that roll. Also, it's way more dice to go through than for you guys standing there.
It's... Sorry, I'm. Even with haste, I can't reach them.
Just get into melee so they have less options.
Well, I'm trying. I can't quite yet.
No, I'm saying like use your full round action just to get into melee with them.
I can't run in a straight line. Is the problem? I have to cut over to the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can. Oh,
It
you
dou-
can't even
My,
double move.
my ground speed is 30 feet. It's 70 feet. It's about 75 feet to get to them.
Right.
I could burn a haste round and double move, but then I'm just in their face doing nothing.
yeah, that's not.
I'd say get close as you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double move, drawing the. I've got the Storm Dashko out.
All right. Roll damage on you as you go through the fire. See, that was way higher.
Does it have to beat my spell resistance before? 'Cause I have spell resistance 16.
Ooh, that's a great question.
It doesn't target me though. I think is
No,
the
it
problem.
is. Wall of Fire is still subject to spell resistance. All right, hold on.
So SR 16.
They will get through. They will get through.
Okay, then how much fire damage?
31 fire damage.
That smarts a bit.
But you have like 12.
I have fire resistance 12, so I take 19 damage. It's not terrible. That's my turn. Just a double move.
All right. In that case, tossing it over to Espy, who I believe is still on top of the channeling fence.
Yeah. Do we think it's best for Espy to go create commotion elsewhere?
I'd rather not I think. I mean, I'm not gonna metagame. Shaw's doing his own thing.
I have ideas, but I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, I could put the fire out.
Oh, it's magic fire. I don't think just putting water on it will extinguish it, will it?
That's true.
Likely not. I'd say if the grenade's over, you'd probably suppress it while the grenade's active.
I'm not super sure. Um. Sending SB through the fire isn't really what I want to do, but I think it might be
Do it.
Well,
for the better.
I kind of want to wait and see if the cops actually respond to anything before we start making additional mess. But I'll leave it up to you.
The cops
Maybe-
start responding, that it's kind of too late, you know?
True.
Maybe send out a quick, like, false police call to somewhere else.
Oh.
Ooh,
Intriguing.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd say,
Yeah.
I guess that'd be a
I
bluff
figured
check
out-
from Refine.
Yeah, I think so.
Up to you.
I'll start sending SB up and a ways in case we need it. So SB will go through the fire. But
Okay.
and then on Refine's turn I will send a call elsewhere because you said that's from Refine.
Yeah, I think that'll be Refine. I feel like that would make more sense. SB is gonna take a much lower roll there. 23 fire damage.
Okay, not really a problem.
All right. Scorpio.
Alright. Alright. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go through the fire as well.
Oh yeah, let's see. $29 fire damage.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, just like Shaw, you guys kind of both push through. Scales and armor kind of a little bit blackened by soot as you head toward the pair of Warlanasi
Alright.
mercenaries.
Yeah. And I just imagine, like, Scorpio's just running through the armor. It's just sort of looking, the fire just looking off from him as he just, like, approaches this dude, just stops, like, just short of him, and just glares and is like, do you really want some of this?
For 175k for each of you, I think we want some.
The one I hit, is he bloodied already?
No. But it was close.
You're like, all right, and then he'll sort of like grab the plasma sword out of his belt pocket, just here. Say, you want some? Come get some, and that'll do.
Alright. Let's see. Going back to the top of the order then, Refine.
Alright, first things first, move action to get the d20 roll going.
Yep. Let's see what your prediction is.
7.
Okay.
And then I will try to do a bluff check to get the cops going elsewhere.
Ooh, okay, what do you say in this fake call?
Bomb threat in a different part of the city.
No.
Okay.
I want it to be something that would be good on their reality TV show.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
So I'm thinking,
Using the environment to your advantage here.
innocent grandmother held hostage
Oh my god.
by drugged up drug dealer.
Give me a bluff check. I guess I'll oppose this with the sense motive of the default patrol agents.
All right, it does get reduced by 2 because it's against me.
Could you use
True.
your thing on their
Let's see.
sense motive?
I can if I need to.
I don't
Do
know
we
you
think
need
I
to.
should?
Yeah,
I
so
don't
up
know.
to you. Damn, 19 you rolled on the bluff check. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
why I'm not sure if I.
That definitely
Fair.
fits the fact that we're fine.
Well-
Like, you researched this fucking show beforehand. You're like, I have this on lock.
So
yeah.
here's the thing: if you give them the 7, then they have to roll. They would have to have a modifier of 24 to their sense motive to beat you.
It's pretty high.
26 actually, because it's me.
Oh yeah, because they're an android. It's pretty high.
I factored that in.
Pretty high modifier. Up to you.
I'd say give them the 7.
Yeah, I'll give them the 7.
Okay, that was a good call. I rolled a 19.
You rolled. A 19 as well.
That's also why I was laughing at first that yours was a 19. I was like, that's fucking funny.
All right.
They're like, whoa, you like hear like them like, of course, ma'am. Like we'll get over there. And you kind of hear like as they're hanging, they're like, oh, get the drone ready, turn on the drone.
You hear that?
You hear him like
Do we hear
shouting
Bad
at his
Boys?
partners, like the key just like like revs up in the engine.
We hear bad boys off in the distance.
Oh, it's so good. You guys look behind, it's like a distant drone, just go phew, like zoom by really fast. Hilarious. Okay. They're definitely distracted by that.
Nice.
Wow, that was a good use of the 7. James. Cops are off your guys' back.
The nice thing about this is that it only costs resolve to use the roll, not to do it.
What?
That's
Which
wild.
means
Can you
on rounds where
Wait, so can you just keep rolling till you get a number you want and then use it?
yeah, in combat though, it costs a move action to roll, right?
Okay, so it does affect the action economy.
Yeah, it affects the action economy. In combat, you can really only do it once, reasonably. So,
Good lord.
but
They're not
and
CR4.
if you do it in combat and you don't use the action, then you just lose one of your move action, right? If you don't use the resolve point. But it's really strong. It seems way too strong for how much it costs.
I'd agree. It's kind of bonkers.
It gives you some penalties, but they're so minor. So.
All right. Wow. Still top one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That does still hit. Now he's looking bloody. Let's see.
112 to bloody him? Jeez.
Look, these guys are small but mighty. They'll throw one at each of you. All right, you
So
see
how does
each
spell-
of them. Sorry, go ahead.
so will spell resist. So if they're targeting me and they don't, you don't forget to roll the spell resistance. See if it's even a question.
It will have to go against your spell resistance. Basically, it's a D20 plus their caster level.
Okay.
It's pretty low, but it's better to, you know,
Better than
sometimes
nothing,
still a
better than
little low.
nothing. You see they both pull out like a battery that you would use to charge up one of your weapons. You see they hold it in their hand. It begins to glow and shake violently. One tosses it just behind our 2 Vesk. The other one fucking yeets it over to James and Refine. I need, let's see.
Reflex saves.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta make sure I get this. So it's, okay, that would still work. It is a reflex save. Right.
Did he beat the SR? My SR.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna roll that. He did beat your SR.
All right, I figured. But
All right. James on a pass evasion takes nothing. Refine on a pass will take half. Shaw on a fail will take full. And Scorpio. God, okay.
Scorpio.
Yep, got it.
Okay. So, Shaw, 46 fire damage.
Okay.
Refine
reduced to
and
34.
Scorpio, 23 fire damage. And James, no fire damage. You hit the deck.
Plus the firewall.
Explosive blast. It's basically like a tech fireball, essentially.
Well, you're still
No,
next to the firewall too.
Oh,
yeah. I'm
and,
saying
sorry, I didn't do
other
the firewall damage for you guys. Hold on. Refine and James, in addition to the damage I just described, you also take 12 fire damage.
7.
And that is gonna be their turn. So over to Shaw.
All right. See if we can finish this quick. The black veins creep up the side of his neck as I activate the newly upgraded Moonlight Fighters. And Scorpio, you see suddenly Shaw haste dash zips right by you. And then is going to full attack the bloodied one, Soldier's Onslaught.
All right. Oh hell yeah! Fucking haste, man. It's crazy. Ooh. Okay, miss, crit, and let me see. It's their EAC. 24 might also miss. 24 just barely makes it.
Okay.
So first one is 68, and they're
Oh, I was one off.
so close to greatness. But it doesn't matter that they're staggered because you bring in the second strike and cut this small alien even farther down to size as they go down. That was the one with the fire going on the fence, so fence fire's done.
Shaw pivots on his feet, looks at him. What good's it? You think you're ever gonna live to spend that?
Ooh, give me just a free intimidate check. It's a hard line.
Nope.
Your voice cracks.
Good luck spending it. Wow, okay. He will continue. Wow. Alright, Espy, back over to you.
Huh. Well, we've dealt with the cops now, so that's not as big of a deal.
It's true. It could have been really bad. Could have potentially been 4 patrol members here.
I think Espy's just gonna make her way back kind of behind this one. Over to here.
Okay. Coming back over through the chain link fence, or right behind the chain link fence. Anyway, is that all of it?
Yep.
All right. Scorpio.
All right. Let's go ahead. Some movement and get that flank bonus there.
Hell yeah.
All right. Then go ahead and swing at him with my shiny new plasma sword.
The red plasma glowing and hissing in the cold air. Let's see if the new sword lives up to the hype. That is a hit.
Because of the flank.
Woo, baby. Alright, got with the flanking in there, we got a hit. Not blight or anything, but burns through part of this like white intense armor they're wearing. Refine.
Alright. Move action to give me another d20 roll.
Give that to them for.
Woof.
And
You hate to see it. You hate to see it as the DM.
So you know when that one's coming your way.
Yeah, what the fuck? You can give it to one of you?
I guess for my
I guess you
standard
could fuck
action,
one of
I'm
you.
just gonna move away from the fire with downgrading to a move action.
God, that's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. James. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do exactly.
And you get an additional +2 because we both have coordinated shot.
Yeah.
True. Forgot coordinated shot stacks. Alright, blows past bloody. This person's not looking very good.
On save.
Let's see if I can roll fucking high on a con save for once.
Or fine.
If I give the I'm gonna give the -1 on the con save.
Alright, gets a 1 and is
Or the
staggered.
1 on the con save.
Staggered immediately. God damn it, I even rolled well on that con save for once.
Oh, this is messed up.
Oh, fuck. Alright, what is this person gonna do with their singular
Later on,
action?
I could event. Later on, if we ended up going that far in like a homebrew thing, I can eventually get a knockout shot.
Knockout shot's so funny to me. Soldier's can eventually get a kill shot, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
I think it's a different fighting style though than on what we have.
that might be true.
No, it's just based. Soldier gets.
Yeah, I think just
Oh, cool.
default soldier, it looks like, gets it.
neat.
Wow, okay, what the fuck are they gonna do here?
No full round action spells for you, bitch.
Yeah, huh. Well, that is something. Okay, that's a standard action.
Standard action to pee your pants.
I'll tell you something really funny about these mercenaries when we're done with this fight. They're really dumb.
The mercs are really dumb.
Yeah. So
We
first
gathered that.
thing he's gonna do is, can they do a swift action as well, or no, with staggered?
I think it's a single. I think you get one move action or one.
God, that's so fucked. They have an ability that lets them swift action teleport out of melee range, but I don't think he can do that and his hack.
Let me look real quick.
Oh God. Okay.
You can take swift actions as normal.
Oh, okay. All right. Then he will disappear, reappear 60 feet down here, and is gonna lob another one of those explosive charges at Shaw and Scorpio. So, you reflex save from each of you.
Alright.
For heaven's sake. Well, I'm already going to be staggered next turn anyway, so I'm going to use the second dose of my Moonlight Fibers to reroll that.
Okay.
Better.
Those both pass then. So that would be 38 halved to 19 for each of you.
Okay, I take 7.
Oof, Jesus. All right, back to Shaw.
I am staggered because of that, so I'm just gonna move 5 feet towards him, or 30 feet towards him. That's my turn.
Hell yeah. Tossing it over to SB.
All right. SB will. Just climb back over the fence. Not much for SB to do when we're trying to be quiet, relatively.
Fair enough. Scorpio.
Sorry.
Alright.
Realize I gotta move that.
Oh yeah, it's because it's linked to your sheets. Doesn't super matter. It's kind of there for reference. Whew.
Alright. So there. Alright. Well,
Take a full turn move, just move up, try to cut him off from escaping. Be like, oh no, you don't. And that'll do for me.
Hell yeah. Sprinting behind this person. Refine.
All right. I'll just take the move action to roll the d20.
Now I am.
Come on now. What are we?
And I think that'll be.
What are we doing here?
I think that'll be it for Refine. Not much else to do.
What
on
are
this
we?
turn.
What the fuck are we doing here?
You do get the coordinated shot because I am in melee with him.
Oh.
Or if somebody does.
All right. Well, bad news is they have cover from you, James, because the ship in the way, but it is up on its struts. Good news is you ignore that cover because of your scope.
Yeah. I was about to just say.
Continue.
Can I use that to hide at least?
Yeah, I'll say so. Big ass fucking spaceship between the two of you.
Only that way the attack roll.
So unnecessary. So unnecessary.
So 28. I think I should do it.
Yep, that'll
Make him
do.
flat-footed.
Is that taking into account the +2 damage and?
Yeah.
barely alive? Is this a staggering shot?
No, he can only be staggered once.
Okay. All right.
He is flat-footed though.
He's flat-footed. It's gonna be over to them again. He is going to. Which of these is gonna be better? Hold on.
Are those things he's throwing, are those grenade-like?
No, it's
Kind
like a
of.
fireball.
It's like a battery that turns into a fireball, essentially.
You don't have to roll to throw it.
No. It still functions as like a fireball spell, essentially. It's like still got like a range of 100 plus 10 feet, 20-foot blast. The only caveat is if you whip it through like a narrow area, you have to roll to hit an armor class to like get the battery through. Gonna turn towards you and reach out, Scorpio, and just this roiling mass of energy, just pure entropic force as he tries to slice reality around you. Give me a fortitude save, Scorpio.
Alright.
It's a pass. Oh my god. So that's alright. Well, that's gonna be 6 damage, halved to 3, and nothing else.
Oh dear.
God, I am.
Yeah, it's like I say,
sucking
he
with
looks
that
at all of
DC
this
save.
like fancy stuff going on. He's like, "What is that? It?"
You see the guy kind of like frown in confusion as literally slicing through reality seems to just do nothing to Scorpio.
Speaking of
Finally,
splicing,
being a himbo is working out for me.
It really is. Shaw.
move 30 feet because I come up and I'm do like a big old like underhand like almost like a golf swing coming up from the bottom as I with the storm dodge go.
Underhand golf swing. All right, let's see it.
Ooh.
Just on that underhand swing, just like bury it up under this dude's ribs, and he is toast. The cops went to a fake call and are not going to get involved in this fight. Although I will give you XP as if you had fought them.
Toss these Mercs bodies on board. We can.
Strip the gear first.
Yeah.
No, quickly. We need to load. Just quickly throw them on.
Oh
the
yeah,
ship.
load them and
Yeah.
then get the gear later.
Yeah. Load them. Yeah. Toss them on board. Let's get the hell out of here. Double time.
No, we
After
gotta
we get-
finish loading all the stuff.
That's what I mean.
You guys are pretty
let's
close.
load
It'll take you about 10 more minutes, but that should be enough to get here without cops interfering.
Alright.
You guys are going to get
Double-
8,000 XP each.
Nice.
Alright.
100. We are at 183,175.
Level up at 200 something.
210. We're getting there, making progress.
Okay. Ooh, sorry. A little tired today. Let's see, you got that. As you guys finish loading up, you see Dr. Golm poke his head out again. It's just like, are they gone? The patrol's not coming either?
Nope.
They were otherwise occupied with something that will upset them later.
Oof. Because you got rid of them, Dr. Golm is extremely grateful. That means they didn't see him and attempt to kill or arrest him. You guys get XP for saving Dr. Golm as well.
Oh, very cool.
Ooh, very nice.
It's another 3,200 for each of you.
So 3,200, you said?
Yep.
So then should bring us to 186,375.
Absolute crazy.
Look, they care more about their reality TV show than they do about.
It works. Look, that's gonna change a lot of what's happening here for sure. Wow. Okay. Here's a question. Are you checking with Tarika first? Or trying to just fly this straight over?
I was pretty inclined just to complete the delivery.
Yeah, we're not checking.
Yeah?
Eureka. We're not.
We'll check
Yes.
in with her after the job's done, because that was even what she said in the message.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sooner
Yep.
we can get this done and get out of here, the better.
Alright.
We can send her a short wave on the way out once we're cleared Atmo, and we can say we've completed our pickup. We're on our way. Something
No,
like
no,
that.
no. Once we've dropped it off.
Okay.
Alright.
Once we're back on our ship after dropping it off.
Fair.
That was the pretty hard part of it that you guys have gone through. You guys are able to fly. Give me a D4 roll, because you can't drift travel within the system, but it'll take D4 to get there with engines.
Is it still for days to get there?
Yeah.
All right, then. All right. Just flat D4 though, because we can't use the drift drive, right?
Correct.
One day we cooking it.
Bringing us to an even 190 days since the start. Hell yeah. All right. You guys head on to the next stop. You guys are looking to head to Eshrud. You would remember you're looking for your contact, Oline. Very easy to find her. Hold on, someone's mic's crunching up right now.
Yeah, next.
Is it mine?
Yeah. You sound all crunchy. But you'll be able to find Oline, some kind of middle-aged human woman here. You bring the medicine. She seems pretty impressed that this happened so quickly. And she's like, I can only assume by this high-quality medicine that you're the ones Tarika sent us with Dr. Golm.
Yeah,
Can I
indeed.
sense mode of her? Is she does it sound like she's surprised that Tarika didn't give her a heads up or something?
Give me a sense motive check. You think she's just surprised that, like, in this ring of crazy planets that really doesn't have a very good overarching governmental structure, it's like, oh wow, we actually did get the medicine without people taking over our planet. This is great. Or taking over our moon.
Yep. Yeah, we'd like to drop this off, and no offense, but we want to get out of here as quick as we can.
She'll, as quick as she can, wire you guys the credits. She's gonna pay you guys as a whole 60,000 credits.
Nice. 15 each.
That's wild.
Remember last game, when at one point in the campaign I looked at my sheet and my sheet had like deleted all of my
Deleted
credits.
all credits, yeah.
Oof.
Like I didn't have a ton, but it was like it had taken all of them off and was just a zero. I was like, what the fuck?
That was so bizarre. Sometimes this Starfighter sheet has such weird fucking glitches. Alright, wow, okay.
And after that, we'll go meet up with Tarika.
You meet up with Tarika. Find this rendezvous point on the crater. Another planet within Perluria's rings. Give me another D4 day roll. Okay, 2 days.
Cooking around pretty quick.
You guys, you see her private ship, much smaller than your guys' is. You can dock along next to it. It's like, oh, you guys are come aboard. Let's figure this out.
We got comfier chairs on board the Tuna. Come aboard ours.
Are you trying to do this without very obviously being you suspicious of her, or just being okay with that?
Oh, I'm trying to be as subtle as I can.
Okay, I would say in that case, give me I'd say it'd be a bluff check, honestly. You're trying to like do this sneakily.
I'm using the thing.
Okay, use the thing. Okay, Tarika. She seems to take in stride. Doesn't seem suspicious. She's just like, oh, yeah, all right. I know you guys got better kind of relaxing rooms in there than I do. Sure. She'll hop on board with you guys. All right. As she comes aboard, she's just like, it sounded like the job went off pretty well. Heard there was a bit of a scuffle near Dr. Golm's spot, but luckily the police didn't get involved. I was a little worried you guys would be too loud, but it seems like you were fine.
So Shaw smiles and looks over at Refine. Mr. Refine's, as always, a master of misdirection, so kept the fuzz, as it were, off our backs.
What if you don't mind me asking, I mean, what even started the fight? I thought this would be pretty quick, in and out.
Yeah, we were spotted. Apparently we're becoming
something we kind of learned while we were on. What was the poison gas giant? Ben?
Centus too.
Centus. Apparently, we're starting to get like a small infosphere presence. Apparently, people think it was some kind of, well, fight the man, anti-corpo types. So
She kind of like pinches the bridge of her nose, runs her other hand through her fur, and she's just like, God, look, I love you all, but we can't keep this up. I mean, it feels like half the hired guns in the galaxy are after you.
I think they might be.
Look, we gotta plan for the future. I mean, if you want one, because if you do, we're gonna have to confront St. John.
That's kind of what we were thinking as well. So, definitely open to ideas as far as how we get after him.
I mean, maybe we can lay low here for a couple days and try to think of a way out of this. I mean, just off the bat, the reality is St. John operates out of a private fortress. He's got a personal army. We need a way to either get in quietly or lure him out of the stronghold. At the very least, you gotta separate him from his minions, stop him from escaping.
Wait a minute. You know where? So I know that we met with him on the resort ship before. Is that his actual base of operations?
You don't think so. She has compiled some files, and you guys could use what you've all learned together as well. Basically, this will be a time where we're gonna try to research St. John.
Like, I'm 50-50 on Tarika. Can I sense motive when she says we stay here for a couple days?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it's
I'm
safer if we.
I'm using the thing again. So someone's got to roll a good sense motive against the fucking otter. Every time we tried, we've rolled horribly.
I'm just saying.
The last time we were on the thing, somebody rolled like a 30-something, and Ben was very unequivocal.
You guys rolled a nat 20 earlier on her sense motive on her.
I will also say it has been time since then, so she may have been turned in the meantime.
It has been a couple weeks.
Exactly.
It has been a couple weeks.
And I think
even assuming it's a 29, I think she seems like this is genuine. She's trying to find a way for you guys to like. I mean, here's the thing. She's linked to you guys. Like, St. John is also gonna want to kill her off too. Like, you guys are the priority because she's just like a fucking point of contact and a handler. But he's not gonna suffer her to live if he can take you guys out.
I think if we're going to hide out somewhere, we should hide out in the drift.
I will say there are risks at just being in the drift for extended. You can get attacked.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's not just like hyperspace. Anytime anyone activates a drift engine, it pulls in pieces.
Oh yeah, stuff gets pulled in.
Yeah,
and yeah. There's random stuff out there, but the question is, are we more scared of random drift stuff or St. John's goons?
Random drift stuff, because we can just stay on the ship and take off.
I mean, assuming like a dragon or something doesn't attack you, or attack your ship.
I think our weapons can handle a dragon.
If this moon is this moon like a?
This is like a nothing. This is a lifeless random rock orbiting Peluria.
Basically, it's a little different than. It's essentially a little different than.
I mean, I'd say
a random place in the diaspora.
You guys would think this is about as safe as a random place in the.
Like in the diaspora.
Or in the diaspora.
Even though we think Tarika might be being monitored.
It's possible. You're still not even positive about that. Again, this is also a huge fucking ring of planetoids around this gas giant. You just go to a random one too.
I would just say that now that we've met up with her, I say let's reposition one more time. We can move every few hours or so.
Okay.
You know, I think she'll be okay with that. But yeah, we move quietly from place to place throughout the ring, just trying to keep a low profile.
Is Tarika a specialist in like terms of security and hacking?
No, not at all.
I'll ask her. Do you mind if we do a thorough search of your ship, because somebody's been leaking something, and at some point somebody may have bugged your ship. Have we checked our ship at all since we got it
I
back?
don't think you guys have ever checked your ship.
Let's do
Tear
a
it
thorough
apart.
sweep of the ships. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, which ship first?
Let's start with
Ours
the
first.
tuna. I'm gonna laugh if we've had a homing beacon on here the entire time.
That's gonna be so funny.
Give me I'd say a perception check or a computers check to either visually sweep for a bug or technologically sweep for a bug.
4 on the die.
I did a 2 on the die.
Everyone good with their rolls? Anyone reroll anything?
I don't have enough points for a reroll.
I think I'm good for mine. It's about as good as I do.
All right.
I got
points for a reroll.
I got nothing.
You want me to have you do a reroll? Because you have a plus
Do
26.
you
Plus
want
26
me
is pretty
to do a
spicy.
reroll?
Hey, up to you. I'm not gonna say whether these succeed or fail until you guys decide on your rerolls now.
I want you to do a reroll. This is our
Okay.
ship.
Okay. I'm just
If this
warning
goes
you.
into
If
a
it
nat
goes
20,
bad,
I
I'm
swear
sorry.
to God.
As long as it beats a 4.
41.
Okay.
It's better. It's a lot better.
41 is a lot better. Clearing a DC 40, you find both a physical tracking device in the cargo bay and a digital tracking device linked to your communication systems.
Fuck's sake.
I genuinely...
It's good we reroll.
I can't
I've even
believe you guys. I think I marked it down in my notes. Hold on. It's been like 30 days in game time. And
Just
no
that
one
thing we
checked.
forgot to sweep for bugs.
I will claim this as me being the most aware out of the party.
Even the most aware still took you 30. It still took you a month.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of that month was in travel.
To be fair,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
downtime travel when you're doing like nothing.
to be fair, I didn't think that Razora had planned to get her ship taken again, because that would have meant she got killed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I
The
think
fucking
more likely,
aristocrats are thorough.
or that, or just
We've
Sinjin
got
probably
them
just.
now at least.
You guys would also remember that when you recovered it from Aline Rysora, Sinjin had already planted a holographic message in it. So his
Yeah.
people had
Oh,
also been in
yeah.
the ship.
Yeah, that is 100% on
Damn it.
us.
Yeah. At least we found them. At least
We did
found them.
finally find
You
them.
you get rid of the 2 bugs. You guys do.
Whoops.
Give me another either perception or computers again on her ship.
44.
Oh yeah, she's fine. Nothing on her ship.
Okay.
The issue was that they were reading your guys' communiques on your end.
I do think with that refined
What-
Scorpio would
I was dying inside, like they're spying on her
Scorpio
end
would
of the
look-
communications. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, Scorpio would look very sternly at you, and you see him like crossing his hands over his chest and just patting his, tapping his foot. He's like, "So, Refine, I believe you owe someone an apology."
I am going to broadcast specifically to
We can use this to our
Scorpio's transmitter saying if she doesn't have bugs, that's more suspicious.
Oh my god. She's gonna like dive in front of Refine and get like shot through the heart and die, and Refine's gonna be like, "What's this fucker's play? What's she doing?"
To be fair, my
Taking a bullet
my
for me,
insane,
suspicious.
look, my insane like Inquisition of Tarika has come after several ambushes, I was starting to get a bit of like, okay, something's going on here. There's a leak somewhere. And my
Us.
first thought was Tarika.
Oh
And
my
then just
God.
sitting here, I was like,
I'm gonna cry.
is one of our ships bugged? We should check our ship.
I really thought you guys were gonna like aggressively accuse her without even checking your ship, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so bad."
All right.
What would
I
you have done if we
think
killed
that,
Tarika?
I would have felt real bad for her fucking daughter that you guys also saved in this campaign.
Shaw would
Given-
Shaw, I think Scorpion, and I don't want to speak for Scorpion. Shaw would have some significant objections to that.
Refine.
Given
Tarika
that we
dies, and
found
Refine's
the
like, "Fuck!
bugs-
It was the daughter the whole time."
No, I actually totally trust the daughter.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
moving forward,
Given that we found the
we can-
bugs, I think that we should move.
Yeah,
We
let's
can-
reposition.
Okay. Where,
can use
where
this to
are
our
you trying
advantage.
reposition to? Oh, okay. You get some ideas. Sorry, what were you gonna say? Go ahead. Go ahead.
before we destroy the trackers, we can use this to our advantage. We can take the trackers, plant them somewhere, and maybe set up an ambush. Like, let's go to like a random asteroid. Say, okay, we found an asteroid with like a cave in it. To Tarika and say, we'll meet you there. You got to land your ship outside, and we'll meet you inside like the cave or something. And then as soon as they hop out of their ship, we blow up their ship and then hunt them down.
The problem is still that we need Sinjin to come.
We're
Yeah,
not
we
going to
could-
get him to fall for an ambush. He's going to stick tight and send goons.
Yeah.
Hear
there's-
me out.
We need to get rid of this as quick as possible. So we need to use our advantage of knowing about this
Oh yeah.
right now. We're not going to be able to trap Sinjin with it. But getting some goons and torturing them for information is our best bet.
We can't trap Sinjin with it, but we might be able to get him to move.
Could we also,
Yeah, but that doesn't help us because
One
he'll
thing-
move to a place we don't know.
Mr. Fine, got a question for you. Would you be able to see where the data is being relayed back to specifically?
I can try that. If I do and it goes badly, they will probably know that we know that they're listening.
Which
I would say that's a fair assessment.
it's a question then. Do we make the effort to see if we trace it, or because if we use it for a trap, we might kill some goons. Fine, but that doesn't get us closer to the problem. If
But
we
it
can
gets
get
us
a location, that might be of more use to us.
Yeah, but we can try like I said, lead them into a trap, not kill them outright, but blow up their ship on a desolate asteroid. So they're trapped there, and their only recourse is to work with us or fall on our mercy. Because if we do,
We can always try tracking the tracer after that.
True.
if we find out their location, and our tracker suddenly just stops moving for a while, they'll eventually figure it out that we found it, and then they'll just move. And I don't think we're
Yeah,
ready yet
no,
to fight Sinjin.
Yeah,
We-
we can trace the tracker later if we need to.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
No,
All right.
but as
We
soon
can
as they figure out that, like, if we turn it off for now, they'll figure it out and then just disable it. So then we can't really use
Oh
it.
yeah, I
to-
don't think that we should do that.
All
I'm
right.
saying that if we do your plan of laying a trap for them, right? After we catch them, then we can try tracing the tracker if we need to, right?
So
That's what I'm saying.
let's scan some nearby planets and look for one that has like a. Where there's like a desolate asteroid with just like or desolate moon with
Oh,
a
there's tons of desolate moons here.
that has a cave that we can use for an ambush. The idea is to get them to land on the moon, get out of the ship and go into the cave to look for us, and then just blow up
And
their
then
ship.
blow up their ship.
Could try, yeah. Give me I guess. I'm gonna say a natural science check. Is you try to like scan these moons and find one that would have this configuration that you need?
Natural.
That's
you mean
physical
physical?
science.
Sorry, physical science is what I meant to say. Yes.
34.
I think you'd be able to find a cave with that those requirements. As you guys are gonna set your trap, I feel like that's a good place to pause for tonight then. As I think about
Yeah,
your
as we
trap.
get ready to set our trap.
Alright. So you guys are certainly trying to lure people out. You are at the point where you're just like, we gotta deal with Sinjin so we can freely operate here and in the galaxy at large. It's time to close the loop, making some moves, and I feel like we're finally in part 2 of the last book, Baiting the Hook.
Yes, closing the loop like a ring, eh? Eh?
Alright, we will be back next week on Thursday.
All right.
Cool, cool.
All right.
All right. Good. Have a good night, everybody.